got to take your nuts, Rory, and swing them motherfuckers around your living room sometimes with no drawers on. Nigga. That's what you got to do. Let them know, listen, I got 2 big Spaldings under these motherfucking boxes, and I'm not talking about this today. My friend fucked your girl because that's what 2 adults wanted to do.
No, Rory and Ma.
Can't believe you showed your face today.
Yo, listen, man, I'm going to always show my face, you heard? I survived the Bronx in the 90s, nigga.
It's maybe a rough day for a certain group of stans. I applaud you for coming outside.
Hold on, man, because I see what today get ready to be. Hold on.
It's you versus the room, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, man? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How was y'all weekend, man?
Fuck that.
We're gonna skip talking about my daughter's first birthday just to have an intervention with you.
Okay, let's do it. What are we intervening about? Tell us.
You're supposed to lead with love in these types of things, right? You're not supposed to attack. We're supposed to talk about how your behavior has affected us.
How my behavior?
Your behavior as
what did I do?
As a barb has never affected me until this weekend.
Okay.
It's a tough day to be affiliated, is all I'm saying. And I want to stand with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see you healed, and I want to see you better.
Okay.
But today we have to have a real conversation.
All right, let's do it. I'm here to have a conversation, man. I came in, everybody got little smiles on it. Julian got that little stupid smile on his face. You know what I mean? Demaris came in clapping her hands.
That's not what happened.
Putting extra lip. She got extra lip gloss. Nah, she got extra lip gloss on today, which means she planned on talking more.
Got in my face, talking about some "What's up? What's up?" Nicki staying in our business.
Demaris, Demaris, remember, we need to be kind.
Yomi
this is an intervention. It's an intervention.
Yomi been laughing at me all day. She ain't saying that. She just keep looking at me laughing.
I haven't seen Yomi's teeth in 3 months.
She just laughing at. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Even
look at that smile on her face.
Even Rel laughed at me when I walked in. Like, what's up, man? Like, what the fuck is going on today, man? Like, what's going on? What's up, man? What?
There was whispers and rumblings. We were talking shit behind your back.
I know. No, it felt like it. It felt like when I walked in, I'm like, oh, okay.
It got real quiet.
Yeah, everybody's all of a sudden doing. Julian starts wiping shit that doesn't need to be wiped off. I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, all right, what's up, man? What's up with y'all today?
Listen, I understand where you're at right now. You guys are coming off a crazy high. Nicki put out a very successful and great album.
That's right.
A month ago.
That's right.
You guys, I understand we're at your peak.
Mm-hmm.
Your Studio 54 type cocaine, you guys were living.
Mm-hmm. First shot.
See? No. That's not even.
Start it the fuck up!
That's not even where I was going, actually.
Let's fucking
I was just trying to think of the highest peak.
No, it's the purest of snow, yeah.
I also believe Nicki when she says that she didn't do coke. I don't know about other drugs, but anyways, I get it. You guys are riding high. Thought anything was possible. You were invincible. Nicki's 20 years into her career. That album's probably fucking about to be platinum. It was good. She outsold all the other girls. She's the greatest female rapper that's ever existed.
You should have started with
you
that.
Guys had got a little too cocky over the weekend.
Okay.
What do you think of Bigfoot? The acapella version.
Well, I did listen to the acapella version first, just because I wanted to focus on the book. You know, sometimes we get lost in the music, the beat be hard, and
you wouldn't got lost in that.
I wanted to hear every bar. I wanted to hear every word, every
posted
shot.
It too, so
no, but I wanted to hear. Once I saw acapella, I said, okay, let me start with this. So I started with that. But the only thing with the acapella, right, is that you hear the ads as well, the ad libs. So I'm like, all right, I need the beat because I need to hear the flow. So I got halfway through the acapella and I'm like, you
couldn't catch the flow on the acapella?
I thought I did, but then some of the ads came in and it kind of like threw my bop off a little bit. So I'm like, all right, let me hear the beat.
Well, then let me ask, did you catch the flow on the instrumental version?
Well, I didn't hear the instrumental version.
It's embarrassing.
I didn't hear the instrumental version. I went straight to the song after the acapella, right? But I was lost in all of this because I haven't been paying attention.
We all were.
I haven't been paying attention. I don't know like what the fuck was going on. I opened Instagram like over the weekend and just saw like shit on the internet, and then I was like, all right, Nicki and Meg are beefing apparently. Now I just saw. I don't know if you was playing the video or Julian was playing. I just saw the what's the name of the Meg record? Hiss.
Well, let's start there.
Okay, so let's start there.
Let's get some order here.
Yeah, really good song. Great video. The visuals is amazing. Meg looks great. The video was shot really well. I like the whole play on the Tina Snow shit. As we know, that's like her alter ego. So the video looked great. The song was good. She sounds like she's addressing multiple things. She's been keeping a mental Rolodex of people saying her name and people, having their opinions about her online. And she used this Hiss is what it's called?
Hiss, yes.
Yeah.
She used this Hiss record to address everybody that she felt like, has been just saying little slick shit about her and coming at her sideways. So she did a good job with that. So shout out to Meg, because that's a really good song. And the video is great. She looks good.
So she put out a snippet, I want to say, what was it, last Wednesday?
Mhm.
Which is the intro to Hiss of her saying, like, I'm tired of you hoes. I'm airing everything out. And I texted Demaris because I know she is the Stallions? Like, what do y'all call them?
The Stallions. They're actually called the Hotties.
The hotties. I know Demaris is a hottie.
You a hottie?
I'm a Barb too, though.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
And she's Barty Gang.
So because
for
you
But hangs out with Crips.
You Barty Gang. Is that what that's Cardi's hive? Barty Gang?
Mhm.
That's the name of her hive?
Yes.
Okay, so Barty Gang.
Mhm.
Which is crazy that the stands could be
You're
labeled after a gang.
You're a hottie
Yes.
and you're Barb.
Yes.
That's trans loyal.
Okay.
Because I like music. I don't know these people, and none of these people know me in real life. So yeah, I listen to all of their music. I'm fans of all of their music.
Yeah, when it comes to the stand,
Same. I'm with you on that, but I didn't know that you could flag wear every flag though. I didn't know that. You could like the music.
I'm not a loser on the fucking internet.
But you flag for all three of the top female
Listen.
rappers.
for women empowerment.
And I hold them all accountable.
Except Ice Spice. She doesn't like Ice Spice.
That's not,
What are they? The Spices?
the Munchkins.
The Munchkins.
Yeah, she's
Probably
not
the
a-
hardest. That's a cool name.
Yo, bitches.
You like the Munchkins,
Bitches is
right?
quick, but I'm quicker.
Munchkins. Like,
Bitches is thick, but I'm thicker.
Who said
Bitches
that?
is rich, but I'm rich.
Period.
Is that
That's a
Ice
bar.
Spice?
That's a bar, Ice Spice.
that fart record's hard.
No, it's not.
It's not.
We're gonna get to everything. I promise you there'll be some structure in this episode.
Yeah, no.
Just so much craziness happened over the weekend.
Nah.
I need to gather my fucking thoughts.
And I'm doing that more in 24. As soon as somebody says something and it's false, I'm saying it's false.
All right,
No,
keep it a
it's not.
buck. That Bigfoot.
I don't like it.
It's awful.
Yeah, I don't like that record.
Well, I want to start at his first. Let's start at Friday.
Okay.
Hit Demaris. I said, all right, with this little snippet she put out, she better be airing everyone out.
Mhm.
Because I'm tired of Meg always saying she's gonna shoot and then, you get just a song.
Mhm.
I have mixed feelings. I think she did a great job. I would have preferred a little bit more direct shots. If you're gonna do that snippet-
No. The reason why I don't mind the not so direct shots, because in a way that is an art too. Like designing bars where it's like, nah, I'm not gonna just say the name because that'd be too much. That's giving somebody way too much attention and way too much of my platform. Those who I'm coming at, they know exactly what lines is tailored and suits them.
I agree. Hove did that very well, but don't have the rollout and snippet that you post is saying I'm getting all this shit off my chest and airing everybody out.
Yeah, she didn't say
Just straight up.
She didn't say I was naming names. She didn't say I got everybody's name in my verse. No, I like this type of shit. This is the art form of hip hop rap coming at your ops in a way and addressing shit. But like I'm not saying your name because then that's giving you way too much light. Like I'm not doing that. But trust and believe, everybody she's going out on this record, they know what bars for them.
Everybody knows what bar. And let's talk about. Let's
get into
talk
some
about the
shots.
disses. Let's talk about the disses. So I can count a couple people who I believe that it's to.
Demaris did her homework. She couldn't wait to get this off. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's because it's just a couple of them. So a lot of what Meg talked about in this song was everybody talking about my pussy. Niggas always name dropping. They need to get in the headline. They got to name drop that they fucked me, basically, right? And it's just like,
Which is corny as fuck.
it's mad corny. Like it's
You
like
can agree to that. Real niggas can agree to that. That's corny.
It's very corny. Also, all those guys are in the headlines already, but I guess I feel you.
the baby was not in the headline when he dropped that he fucked Meg. He was actually
I've
His
been
career
on
was
record. I
going
thought
away.
that was super corny out of nowhere when he was just like, yeah, nah, I fuck too.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was crazy.
Well, the baby
But-
was trying to crawl out of a hole at
Yeah.
that point in his career. He had dug himself into the LGBTQ pits of hell. and he was trying to climb my body. Nah, I fucked her.
Look
He
at the
was
look at the
hold-
strategy.
He's like, whoa.
CBT
Whoa.
bits of hell.
Yeah, he's like, whoa.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they had the baby out of here. That nigga was performing at a comedy show at the Barclays. I was like, damn. But it's still corny when
Imagine
you just
dissing the
drop
gays and be like, I fucked Megan.
Yeah, like that was
It's cool, right?
Yeah, that was crazy.
You guys like her, right?
Yeah, that should have.
That was crazy.
So,
I
all
beat.
right. So I'm just, I think a lot of that first verse is to her ex-boyfriend, but we ain't even going to address Party. So the first,
Wait, why are we not addressing Party? See, I don't like that. Why?
because
She sent a shot at him. He replied, and she's entitled to reply as well. So why are we not talking about it?
yeah.
I actually think Party gave her the excuse to start shooting at everyone else. If Party doesn't do that whole rollout thing, I don't think we get this record or even get to this Nicki Minaj
No.
beef.
No.
Party is the central person of this entire thing.
Yeah.
Because if she just came out the gate and started making R. Kelly jokes about Nicki, it would have been like super left field. Like you just saying shit now.
No,
No,
not exactly.
now you-
because Nicki's,
Party gave you an excuse.
no, Nicki's
to
been
get
shooting at
everything
her.
you wanted to
Nicki
say off
has
your
been
chest.
shooting at her for over a year.
I agree. But just
See, that's the
quietly.
things I don't keep up with. I don't keep up with how long the shot's been going. Like
It's been going for a while.
I can't keep up with that shit. Like it's too much music. It's too much shit going on to be like, yo, yeah, nah. 10 months ago, she threw a shot on this record. It's like, I can't.
Yeah. Subbing her, calling her alcoholic, saying she don't fuck with horses since Christopher Reeves. Like just
I remember that bar.
say, bitch, stay in your Tory lanes. I'm not Iggy. Like a lot of shit like that. She
all pretty
just,
good bars.
Mhm.
huh?
All pretty good bars.
Yeah, but it ain't fucking with these hoes can't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's Law.
That is an insane bar. That's one of the best diss bars.
If Meg was
It's just-
more well liked at the moment, that's up there with is that your tour or your girl's tour.
That is
Like that
such
bar
a
is
good
fucking
bar.
crazy.
Yeah.
Very simple, straight to the point, and effective as fuck. It's up there.
Maul, do you
I
know
don't
what
know.
Megan's Law is?
I know. Do I know it? Yes, I know what Megan's Law is.
Okay.
But I don't know if that bar is that hard to me though. Like I don't. It's a good bar, but the way y'all talking about it, I'm like, okay, no, it's and especially because her name obviously is Megan, so it fits. But it's just like I don't think that's a crazy bar. It's a good bar, but the way y'all are talking, like I don't think
That shit cuts deep.
It cuts deep. That's why she's spiraling out of control like this.
That I think of
it's
this
a good
whole-
bar though. I just the way y'all talking about it is kind of like
I think of
I
this
didn't
whole
feel
song.
like that
That's
when I
the
heard it.
line that probably led her to snap.
well,
No, I'm saying like at
obviously.
the end of the day, like
But yeah, like this. That's why I fucked your bitch. Is that your tour or your girl's tour? Like the effective diss records are simple lines like that.
bro, and that's not simple. Like, is that your girl's toy? That's fun, but that's within music. We're talking about sexual offender. You're a legally registered sex offender.
Mhm.
That cuts on a whole nother level.
Your brother
the
and
fuck are we
your
talking
brother
about?
and your husband.
Your brother and your husband.
Mhm. No,
Like-
it definitely is tailored for directly at Nick. We know that.
No, I'm saying that.
But I'm just saying,
so
just the
much
bar
harder.
is just not like, I don't think the bar was crazy, but because it's relevant and, obviously it suits what she's talking about and who she's addressing, then yeah, it lands. It definitely was a punch that landed for sure.
If you're
But I
not
just
aware,
don't think it's an insane bar.
if you're not aware of what Megan's Law is the law that got passed that made people had to register as sex offenders.
And if you don't know what Megan's Law is, then you shouldn't be listening to this record.
There was also another line that was for Nicki toward the end of the song that just was "bad bitch and the walls ain't bending," which everybody's been on Nicki's ass lately because a lot of her videos she's been caught with, like, when you're photoshopping things, the walls are moving. To
And
like
videos,
yes, you can do it in videos. You
like
can
on
put-
IG, you talking
can
about
put
like
filters on
her music videos.
IG
I mean, that
and like
type-
just
see,
regular shit.
That's the part of this shit that I can't jump into. Like when people start saying, "Yeah, nah, the walls is," it's like, all right, fam, I'm not subscribing to that. But this is the women beef,
the
and
women.
so it's
The
gonna be
women
shit in
being
here
women,
that
yeah.
I'm just not supposed to.
But that's
know
why,
about.
like, that's the angle with this for Megan is who cares about her body and all that. Just hammer the sex offender part of things, bro. That's the golden ticket. Nothing she says about your body, your boobs, your ass is fake. Who gives a fuck?
They
You're
all get
married to a
surgery.
sex offender. That's the kill.
Mm.
Just hammer that.
Well, let's so we're gonna go back to Nicki. There's more.
Oh, I wanted to get to the Drake diss.
Yes,
on
that's
this.
what I'm here. So the one that they are saying,
Very good.
the one that they're saying is for Drake is all these little rap niggas so fraud. Xanax be they hardest bars. These niggas hate on BBLs and be walking around with the same scars.
That's a bar.
Real curvy, no edges.
Yeah, real curvy. No.
Here's the
etching.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Xanax is because Drake said half a Xan. I was out like a light. So obviously Drake is alluding to the fact that he takes Xanax,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So obviously this was tailored for.
Yes, as
Right.
well
No, you're
as
serious.
hold on. There's
Skipping
more.
Main part. I don't care if Drake does Xans. She's saying he has a BBL.
No, I'm just saying that whole
They-
Here's
part
the
of
thing.
the record.
They've been saying that for a while, as well as cosplay gangsters, fake ass accents posted in another nigga hood like a bad bitch.
That's such a good line.
She went kind of fucking crazy.
I don't even like.
And this is
that
warranted
a
though,
Great line.
because I thought that Drake shooting at her on
Circo Loco.
was corny. Like, why'd you even say that about Meg? She's completely warranted to say all this shit.
Oh no,
And there's
100%.
been plenty of rumors that Drake has had lipo and has had his stomach sculpted and everything. Yeah, why are you talking about me? Shut up.
Is it a fact that Drake
Like you
had
can't
surgery?
you have the same scars as the rest of these chicks. You can't shut up.
But is
It's
that a fact?
It's a lot of people have said that. I don't know if it's true or not, but too many people have said it.
I just feel like if it was true, we would know it was like definitively true by now. I feel like
How
that
would
be
you
out.
know it was definitively true unless you?
Yomi says you can tell.
How?
You could tell. I mean,
I've never.
She
looked
said
at
he got
Drake's
the
stomach.
BBL belly button. That's what Yomi said.
His nipples are cross-eyed?
Male lipo.
So yeah, he's been accused of having male lipo and ab sketching.
I could. I mean, I'm not trying to put this on his jacket, but if you look at the photos, you kind of.
Do we have the photos? I've never looked at Drake's.
You want me to pull up Drake's naked body for you to look
I
at?
didn't see how people be wanting to get cursed out that fast in 2024. Did I say pull up a naked picture of Drake?
If he don't
Okay.
have a shirt on, he's naked.
You're right.
I'm just saying. But you,
No,
no,
it's
no,
not
you
true.
want to look at his stomach. Go
I
ahead.
see what you're saying. Go ahead. Okay, so this
He's
is
been
a-
maintaining it.
so this is an alleged male
He's been
sculpted
maintaining.
male lipo stomach
with ab etching. Yes.
with ab etching.
Ab etching is hilarious. I mean, I guess if you're gonna do it, just get it.
He's also Drake and like a pop star. I get it.
I know someone who got it and it looked exactly like
That's nuts. That, like,
Yeah.
maybe he just loves the gym.
Listen.
Okay, well, score 2 for Meg. I mean,
Do you think Drake was teased as a kid for his curves and now he's finally just embracing them?
Mm.
He just finally like loved himself.
I just think like if you're the biggest recording artist in the world, I don't think you give a fuck what nobody's saying about your stomach. Like I'm not laying on no operating table. Like if I'm the biggest, and so what? I'm fat. Okay, and
I mean, Kanye admitted he got lipo.
but Kanye is a different case.
Kanye admitted he got lipo. I didn't know that.
He was screaming at Van at TMZ.
A man getting lipo is fucking insane. Let's just put that out there.
That happens a lot more than you
That's
think.
fucking insane.
He screamed at the TMZ office. You guys called me fat, so I had to get lipo. It's your fault.
Yo, a man getting lipo is fucking insane. That's not insane to y'all?
For health reasons,
Yes, it
maybe.
is.
Yeah, I think it happens a lot more than you think.
That's it. All right.
People wouldn't get
Don't do
lipo
that.
for health
Aside from
reasons.
Don't do that because your family was working with somebody that was the first person that we knew got it.
Who you talking about?
Bleep this.
What that got to do with?
Yeah, I was hanging out with the
Make sure-
lipo man himself.
Okay, that's still crazy. What does that? What does that have
Yeah,
to do with
y'all
anything?
didn't say nothing to
Oh
him.
man,
That's no, I didn't know that. That's what he had. I didn't know that. I'm just saying.
What, you
any
thought he
man
got
getting-
cancer?
No, I didn't know.
Yo,
He dropped like 300 pounds in a day.
are you
Yeah.
good?
No, but see, Rory
Nah,
just
he's
talking.
right,
That's not
though.
always lipo though. Like you can, if you're like really overweight, you can get like that lap band stomach surgery. shit.
Yeah, I've been
Like,
thinking about
Suck it
getting
out
that.
your ass?
No, you just
Oh.
get your stomach tied up and you can't eat. But
Oh yeah, didn't Al Roker have that?
I think he did, but he had
did.
diabetes. Al Roker has diabetes, I think. Check that.
I mean,
I
probably.
want to put that out there. Just put that on his jacket. But I think so. I think Al Roker has health issues. But yeah, back to the men getting BBLs is crazy. So Lance, score 2 for Meg. Because if you got a BBL, I think every female rapper should be able to put you in a bar. Because it's just like niggas don't. When you got money, who cares if like women don't care if you fat if you got money. Nobody who gives a fuck.
I mean, if you're a pop star, I do see the value
Man,
in
work
trying
out.
to look.
Work out. You could hire a chef. You could hire a nutritionist. You could hire a trainer. Like, What happened to that as men? Like, why would niggas ain't doing that? Like, laying on the stomach, laying on the table and getting surgery in your stomach is insane as a man.
But you're talking about
That's
something
fucking crazy.
that would take a year. I could
Yeah.
just go for 3 hours and
man.
Yeah.
but
lay
then-
down for a second.
Yeah, but then now you got rap chicks putting you in bars and shit like that. See what I'm saying? See, that's my thing. I'm always thinking about the back nine, not the front nine. You got life is a golf course. The back nine is what I'm worried about. See, like, yeah, cool. I'm gonna get this surgery and my shit gonna be etched up, and all that. But then soon as one of these rap chicks start talking greasy about me, what I'm gonna be able to say? I can't say nothing.
I mean, I think it's fine. I just wonder, like, at holidays, what happens amongst family. Like, Tory Lanez admitted he had fake hair. Drake with the lipo thing. I'd come on a pod and be like, yo, I got fake hair.
Listen,
At Christmas time, I just wouldn't know what I would do with my family if I walked in with abs.
see, that's,
like-
that's the problem, right? See, that's the problem. A lot of these niggas don't have funny uncles.
Like, I would
See, when
get
you got
smoked.
funny uncles and funny cousins, it's certain shit you just not doing in life. Like, cause you know you're gonna have to hear it. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, as a man, yo, if you rich and successful, don't lay on no table and get no fucking, what is it called? Cosmetic surgery? Is that
Yes.
considered?
Yes.
I'm not getting no teeth. Okay, hair. Oh, listen, we all got insecurities.
Mm.
Everybody on this planet. I understand it. I'm just saying, as a man, if you're wealthy, successful, and you have access to anything you want, I think laying on the table and getting cosmetic surgery for any man, not Drake aside, because I don't know. They saying Drake had it. I don't know what a man BBL is. But Drake aside, any man that lays on a table and has cosmetic surgery because they don't like their pudge, you're fucking insane, bro. Like,
Oh, that's what
especially
you want to
if
say? You want to say they're insane?
There's not another word for it.
Question I was going to ask is, if you showed up to the holiday with abs and you didn't have them the day before, what do you think your brothers would say to you?
I would. That's why I would never do that. That's why I could never do that.
3-letter word.
See, you gotta have funny family members because you just know it's certain shit you're gonna think about. Like, man, if I do this, they gonna kill me.
I thought about that when I wore a fake to Thanksgiving one year. I wore a fake mole. I was like doing something with my makeup. Never again. Never.
Yeah,
Listen,
like you.
if I
can't
came
do
in,
that.
if I came in with a BBL, I could care less about our listeners. I would look here and own it. I have no idea how I could face my family. That would be the only thing that would stop me.
as a man,
How the fuck could I walk in Thanksgiving with a new hairline and I didn't have it yesterday?
yeah, nah, that's
Because there's an F word that would be used throughout the entire day.
as a man. The only thing worse than getting a BBL is wearing fake jewelry. It's the only thing worse than a BBL as a man.
oh my God.
I don't know, because the jewelry.
No, you paid real money for that fake jewelry though.
No.
So how did they get the fake jewelry? You think?
No,
they
I mean, you
Some
pay
fake
money
jewelry's
for it, but
expensive.
it's not like.
yeah, but you paid real money for something that's fake,
A lot
like
of people
fake
do
jewelry.
that.
That's insane. That's the only thing to me that's worse than a man laying on the table and saying, "Hey, doc, suck this fat out
No,
of my
but the
stomach."
jewelry you can take off. Like, that's not a part of you forever.
Yeah, and you can also gain that weight back in your stomach too. What are you talking about?
No, not if you hit
And
the
I can
table.
transfer it somewhere else again.
That's insane. Now that's a whole nother level.
Store it for the next winter.
But anyway, okay, Meg landed.
I don't even know.
Okay,
I don't
so
understand shit.
Meg drops her diss at 12 o'clock. At 12:24, Nicki is on live previewing one of the lines from what became the Bigfoot diss. The line that she was previewing was, "Bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I told her get up on her good foot." Right? She's playing this over and over and over again. So everybody's like, okay, a Meg diss is coming. She's making fun of Meg. Do you rap like is you Bun B or is you Pimp C? Like making fun of the way that she raps. Which is another thing. People are saying, okay, Nicki, not everybody wants to rap like a New York rapper. You're disrespecting down south legends in the way that Megan raps like these people. Yes, she does. She raps like Bun B and Pimp C. That she's from Texas. Like, that's her flow. She's like, bitch, you only got one flow. She's saying Meg doesn't rap on beat. I don't think that that's true. I think Meg raps on beat, but I don't know. Y'all will say that I'm biased, but she was just going on a rant for hours or whatever, dissing her on the internet, typing all types of shit, saying, oh, your boyfriend came out and exposed you, saying you was lying on your mother, you're a horrible person, all of this shit. So all of these things she was saying for like 48 hours.
This is where
Eventually-
female rap. This is where female rap
Demaris
is
gave
dangerous.
the PC version of that entire thing. Let's get back to this intervention. Nicki spiraled out this entire fucking week. She was going nuts on live. I was actually concerned.
She had the pack delivered.
Like, it was, and I'm not going to say she's on drugs. She's talked about her drug addiction, which we have been very nice about in understanding. and I've loved for her to talk about it. But one could come to the conclusion that she was spiraling out over the weekend with possible drugs involved, because I've never seen any artist do what she did here. You spent 3 days on IG Live saying the same bars that ended up on one of the worst diss records I've ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You were tweeting the lyrics all weekend and didn't give us one new lyric. Whoever mixed this, please take Pro Tools away from any human being that recorded
Oh, it was
that.
very bad.
I can't hear a word of it.
It's awful.
It was bad.
It's just crazy how things can shift so much, because I was sitting in the same seat talking about Nicki's last album, and that's how our veterans should age. This, to me, you went, how old are you? The whole legacy shifted in 2 weeks to me. Like, Nicki, in my opinion, gave a masterclass of how to age with this last album. Still do relevant shit with the kids, talk about being a mother, do some pussy raps as well. Perfect fucking...
Addressed all her fan bases.
Yes. What the fuck was this? For 3 days, you're talking about the worst diss record we've ever heard.
Well, this is the problem that I've always had with when you reach a certain level of success, I just think that it's certain shit that you just cannot do anymore. It's certain things you cannot address. It's certain ways you can't act. And that just comes with being the top dog, which y'all know how I feel. Nicki is still the top dog. She's still the top female MC, top female rapper. So when you are that, it's certain things that you just cannot do. You can't spend hours or days on, to me, again, Nicki is Nicki, she's successful, she is who she is. I'm just saying, if I'm the top dog, I'm not spending hours on social media addressing another artist. I'm not spending hours tweeting about other artists. Like, I'm just not doing that, because it's like I'm in a whole nother category. I'm in a whole nother league. All of you girls, all you women are chasing what I've done, what I've did, and where I am. So I just think that that's just one of the things that you can't do. When you're top dog, you can't jump in the mud every time. You just can't. You got to let them know, like, you can't reach me. Like, I'm on a whole different thing. I'm in different rooms. I'm just doing different things. Cool. We can keep it rap. If Nicki wanted to just drop a record responding, that's part of the culture. Cool, I'm with that. But the other shit, the extra shit, is where I'm like, that's where Nicki is gonna lose, because you're on a different level. You can never play that game with these artists because you the queen MC. So it's like, they can't throw shots at you and expect you to come down here and get in the mud with them and wrestle and play their game, and then you're gonna go back and sit on the throne with mud on your dress. Nah, you supposed to stay there, sit pretty, throw your shots, put the record out. But the other shit, to me, is where it's like, nah, let's not do that. Let's just give them the records. Let's address them in these bars, kill them in these bars, and go back to doing what we doing.
But even before that, you shouldn't, sorry to cut you off, Rory. Even before that, you shouldn't be shooting at these girls. You shooting at these young girls and shooting at these young girls and shooting at these young girls and expecting them not to say anything, because
I agree with that too.
When she was shooting all them shots at Meg was actually going through that trial. So you shooting at Meg. Meg's not active on social media. She's not actively like really putting music out outside of trying to get out of her contract. And you just shooting and shooting and shooting. And then it's like, I come and I say 2 bars and you flip, you spiral.
But this is what I'm saying. That's so again, when you're at that level that she's at, when you're top dog, it's certain things that you just can't entertain and can't do.
She's been doing that her whole career, even when she was starting to get to legend status. She was still
but on the incline, I mean,
I heard a voicemail of her and Lotto. Like, she's been doing this forever.
Right, but on your incline, on your way up, cool, you could play that game. But when it's, because I think everyone can agree, Nicki is the top dog.
Yeah.
When it's like solidified that this is your crown, this is your throne, you can't play them games you was playing on the come up.
Yeah, but I think you're asking for someone to not be who they are. That's how she operates.
And also,
right, but
let me give her
also
some
top dog. This is
that's
so
fine.
Certain things that you have to let go of.
But she's not you. I've been begging for her. I think we all have been begging for Nicki to act like Beyonce for years. Why don't address
Maybe
nobody?
Maybe not
you
act
better.
like Beyonce, but just act like,
When I say
I can't hear y'all.
Yeah,
On
exactly.
a whole
When I
nother-
say act like Beyonce, that's what I mean. You don't hear Beyonce talk, right? Until it's time to address music or something. Like, you don't have to address a rumor. You don't have to shoot back at who's shooting at you. Just, you've earned your spot as the top dog, as this queen when it comes to rap. Just sit there and ignore everything. Ignore all the peasants below you. Even on top of that, to add to it, and I don't know people's personal life, but I think sometimes it's good when you act like you're better than people. When you've earned the right to act like you're better than people. Hold yourself to that standard, because you know what it does? It keeps you from marrying people who tarnish your legacy. There's plenty of artists who have come out and realized that the people that you decide to attach yourself to romantically can be your downfall, because you love this person so much, and anybody coming at them or criticizing them or anything causes you to crash out. But if that's the case, you don't go and marry somebody who does have to register under Megan's Law on the sex offender list. You don't do that. When you hold yourself to a higher standard that you've earned because you are that good, you don't marry that person.
Mm.
And then if you do, you don't get upset when you shooting at somebody and then they say, "Oh, shorty, come on now." You don't make a diss saying, "Why are you humping on underage? Why are you humping on a minor?" And then everybody, like, me humping on a minor? No, your brother was humping on a minor. Your husband was humping on a minor. You was rapping about humping on a minor.
All right, so let's get the facts of this whole the what the Megan's Law thing is, what Nicki's husband was found guilty of, what he served time for, because a lot of people don't know. I honestly still don't even know exactly what happened with that entire case.
Well, he was convicted and did 4.5 years for rape for a 16-year-old. He was 16 at the time as well, saying that he raped her at knife point.
Mm-hmm.
Raped a young woman at knife point, did 4.5 years, and now has to register as a sex offender after his release.
And that's just one. It was 2 cases, right?
One case.
It was just one case?
Yes, one case. The victim also sued both of them, saying that they were harassing her to recant her statement.
And this was recently. This was because obviously this happened
within the past 3 years. I think
this
it was like
over
2019.
25 years ago, something like that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This happened in 94.
Yes.
94. Okay. Got it. Okay.
I see what you're saying, Demaris, and I think the narrative that the Barbs are trying to say now is Nicki not allowed to defend herself? Everyone bullies Nicki, and then when she starts, everyone calls her the bully. I think what the Barbs are missing is no one's mad at Nicki replying. We're mad that it's bad. Like that. Listen, that Megan Law's bars fire. And I think Nicki has every right to reply
100%.
and defend herself and defend her husband, defend her family.
100%.
To what you said, you brought families into it. I actually think in battle rap rules, it's totally fine for Nicki to talk about Megan's dead mother. This is battle. Like, this is just how this shit goes.
Mm-hmm.
We can't start moving the goalposts for stuff.
Right.
All of that is fair game once you bring families into it.
Mm-hmm.
Our issue, Barbs, is not that. We want Nicki to defend herself. I always want Nicki to reply in raps.
Mm-hmm.
It's just bad. This was just awful. Like, that's what I really think that community is failing to understand. We all love Nicki, and she has every right to reply, defend her husband, no matter what the case is with his background. It's just ass. Like, it just was not fucking good.
Yeah.
It was a terrible rollout. Like, you tweeted all the bars before we even... I was glued to my phone for this back and forth, because I think a Nicki and Meg back and forth would be great, because I think they're both really good rappers. And Megan's first joint was great. So when Nicki was, I laughed a little bit too at the good foot and the big foot and all that shit. Every sort of good bar that even exists in Bigfoot, she tweeted 2 days prior, or was on live saying it over and over and over and over again, just rambling. Like, we heard it all.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't need the diss record. We have the IG live of you saying everything.
And
it's
on
just a
top of that,
bad diss record.
Is it really, when it comes to disses, I don't feel like you really hurt somebody when you're like naming all the people they fucked. Like, Megan don't do nothing but rap about her pussy and how good it is and how she don't give a fuck about niggas. So rapping and calling her a whore and a hoochie is like, okay, I rap about being a whore and a hoochie. You're not really hitting, like, you're not hitting no extra. You saying I was lying on my dead mother, you got that from Party's diss. So you harmonizing lying on your dead mama, lying on your dead mama. It's just like, it's very remedial, and it's just like so beneath what we deem to be her talent level. Are you seeing what I'm saying? It's just like, Nicki, we hold you in such a high regard. Like, if you're going to start some shit, make sure you finish it strong. We're rooting for you. I wanted Nick's shit to be fire. Like, I love this rap shit and I'm a Nicki fan. I wanted it to be fire. It just wasn't. It just seemed like you got hurt. She hit a sore spot and you just hurry up and reacted. It sounds like a reaction. It doesn't sound like a diss record. It sounds like a reaction.
Here's the thing. Had she really done the immediate reaction like the next day with this awful diss record, I would have given her more bail. For 3 fucking days.
Yeah.
You were just constantly telling us about this diss record and what's happening and what's going on just to give us this piece of shit record. Like,
Yeah.
I could kind of understand the human aspect of wanting to crash out when someone says something about your partner and like maybe not putting out your best effort immediately. She sat and just kept telling us about this song. She did have some time. 3 days.
The thing about battle rap, right? And I think this is obviously coming from hip hop culture. This is part of the culture of hip hop. Battle rap is a part of it. I think it's dope as long as it stays on wax. As long as it stays just music, I think it's entertaining. I think we can get some classic bars, classic records out of it. But something about this though, it feels like it's something that I think Nicki was waiting on. I think she was waiting for this engagement to happen.
I agree. Yeah.
Well, she said she has like 3 or 4 more records. Too.
This is what I'm saying. So I feel like she's been waiting for this. I feel like Meg kind of felt like it was gonna come to this. And Meg, for whatever reason, has become a villain instead of a victim in the past few years, which is interesting too. I sat and thought about that a little bit. Like, damn, like Shorty got shot and somehow became the villain.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why. Like, again, it's a lot of things that I miss, like that, just because, again, my eyes is not on the female rap shit as much as it should be to like somebody like you, Demaris. Like you're gonna pay more attention to this shit because you're a woman. But it's just interesting. It's just interesting to see, Meg end up in the position she's in now. But the thing I like about it is Meg standing on a big box of business. She going right back. She's addressing shit. She's like, listen, she's looking better than she's ever looked. I mean, through it all, even in being a villain all of a sudden, she still has a certain level of class, a certain level of grace, a certain level of just like, yo, I'm gonna just keep getting better. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen her stumble. We've seen her not at her best. And that's dope to see an artist like go through all of that, especially a female, to go through all of that and still keep her head high and still try to get better and, working on herself and working on being a better person. And, to me, it's just, in all of this, Megan is just walking a certain pace, a certain level that I'm like, that's impressive.
And she dropped the record and she been out partying, living her life. She has not responded to any of the bait that Nicki's been throwing at her. Even saying when Nicki said, go conjure up your dead mother, like Megan has not, because all the other girls will sit up there and go back and forth with Nicki on Twitter. Megan was like, I don't even have social media installed in my phone. That's my assistant. Like that posts like promos and stuff.
That's what I mean right there. See, that's how you supposed to. I'm gonna just put this record out and I'm gonna go lay on this beach and I'm gonna sip coladas till I throw up.
She was dancing with Victoria Monet, twerking with Victoria Monet.
Like that's how you supposed to. Send me that.
I didn't even know that it existed. See, that's
the content. We should open with that. But anyway,
even though this record stunk, I still feel like Meg needs to reply.
Wow.
You can get the. I know you could get the excuse of. It was. I don't even need to reply to that. It was bad.
Bro,
you shot at her. She shot back. It's time to shoot again.
See, no. This is where when you're top dog, it gets dangerous. Because if you start busting too much, and the person that's beneath you ain't even responding, you could start looking some type of way in the light. She could be like, yo, like, what's up with you? Like, shorty not even paying you no mind. You supposed to be topped up. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Meg could just put this out and just go and focus on album mode, features. Like if her and Victoria Monet drop a record next week, like
Hope there's a video.
you know what I'm saying? Oh, gotta be a video. Like it's like if Meg goes that right, this is what I'm saying when I said she's been walking a certain way and handling herself a certain way where it's very impressive. She's moving like the top dog is supposed to move.
No, but see, now I feel like we're moving the goalpost. Because
How?
that was our biggest problem was after the Push and Drake thing, instead of a response, we got a Jay Prince statement and Drake going on LeBron's barbershop.
Yeah, but what I always said though, I always said I didn't want to
entered
hear
the
no
mud.
more. No,
we're here now.
Cool.
You have to reply.
Cool. But
Same thing with Meg and Nicki. I don't care whose status.
But in that Drake shit, I always said I don't want to hear no more Pusha bars. I don't want to hear no more Pusha bars because when it was on, when it was time to rap and go and go back and forth, it was called off for whatever reasons. We don't know shit behind the scenes. We don't know. It was called off. So as a fan, I'm like, all right, cool. I don't want to hear no more about it. So don't give me the album now and then tailor certain bars to push it. Like, nah, I don't want. Just give me Drake. Just give me music, Drake. Don't give me this bars. Give me music because when it was lit, it was called off. I had my popcorn
Ready.
Then it's called off. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Then no beef. It's all good. Everybody go their separate ways. But then don't come back later and be like, oh yeah, and another thing. No. We don't want that. It's over. That section is over.
And I'm saying, if Meg puts out an album in a month, there will be subliminal shots all over it. She's a rapper. And I'm saying, you have to reply. To your point. Either shut the fuck up about it or reply,
Meg
and you know she's going to.
But Meg has the luxury of doing that. She's not the top dog. She has the luxury of doing that. When you top dog, when you top dog, it comes with a price. It's certain shit you just can't entertain.
Nah.
You can't.
Meg didn't start it.
I'm not saying she started it. I'm just saying Meg can keep throwing shots if she wants to. I'm saying if she decides to say, yo, this is the only time I'm addressing this shit and I'm not doing it no more, that's gangster. Because she's not top dog. But she's moving like she's top dog. I'm only addressing this one time and one time only.
And that's exactly what she said, though. She said, I'm going to address this and I'm going to let it.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what the top dog is supposed to do. I'm going to get this shit off and I'm going to keep going, doing what I'm doing. My motherfucking, every time I turn on the TV,
nothing will
Planet Fitness
Nicki,
commercial.
Nothing will make Nicki more annoying than these women just ignoring her. She wants them to respond. Like she thrives off that spat, that sparring.
Of course. And so you guys are making logical sense. I'm talking about they've entered the rap battle mud.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck who's bigger, status, anything. You're here now.
Mm-hmm.
Drake was top dog when Meek tweeted that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
He went right to the fucking studio.
But
Meek was below Drake at that time.
This is the thing. They were saying shit that's relevant. They
yeah, but that was different though. Not to cut you off. That was different.
Yeah.
He tried to end Drake's career with that ghostwriting shit. Drake had to respond. He had no choice.
Exactly.
He had to bust every clip he had in the house. He had to start throwing slippers, all kind of shit.
I respect Drake for it. Matter of fact, Demaris and I were talking last night. I think Charged Up is probably one of the most underrated diss records ever. Drake got there and handled his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't matter who Meek was. Later on, we saw with Push, it didn't matter either. But also, Duppy freestyle. Drake went down into the mud. Like
underrated.
Duppy freestyle's crazy.
Criminally underrated.
But he lost because he went and talked to LeBron instead of replying after that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was whack.
Drake went into the mud no matter who it was. Was Drake bigger than Pusha T?
Of course.
He replied to an outro on Pusha's album. Like, I didn't know. Yeah, he's a rapper. Meg has to do the same thing now. I don't care if it's good or bad. I actually thought it was crazy that Drake replied to one little ass bar of saying, it was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin. That's all Push said on that entire album. One bar. And we got an amazing Duppy freestyle. Because when it comes to rap, it does not matter.
It's Kanye. It's Kanye's right there.
Who cares though? Like,
and Pusha told us himself he inserted himself into that beef.
Which is fine. But do you think Drake understandably could have just left that bar alone and never replied and we would never talk about it again? Yes. But he's a rapper, so he did it. Meg, now, I don't care if it's good or bad, has to come back. She's a rapper.
But she already, you have to act, you're acting like Meg shot the first shot. She already did a response. She's supposed to respond to the response to her response. No, because at what point am I wasting, but at one point am I wasting my time? It's not like Nicki came out and so Pusha dropped, you are hiding a child. Meek dropped, you have a ghostwriter.
Way after though.
Nicki did not drop anything that caused oh, I have to respond to this. There's nothing worse like, ooh, Meg gotta respond. Everybody's looking at Nicki like, okay.
This shit is
Everything
ass.
else, it's a different playing field because everything before was subliminals. Same thing with the Drake and Pusha shit. For years, it was back and forth subliminals. Nothing ever came until Duppy Freestyle was like, all right, we're finally going to address this shit. And I'm saying Meg, with their subs back and forth, I'm not saying she started it. This was the first time it was really addressed.
But don't you think
I'm talking about Nicki Minaj and her husband that is a sex offender. That's what happened here. Now it's a battle. Before it was just sending subs back and forth.
But don't you think it needs to be good enough?
This was round one. You have to go to round
two. You
two.
don't think it needs to be good enough to warrant a response? We all agree this is one of the worst diss records of all time. Why even give this bullshit energy? Like the thing with the Drake and Push, they were hitting home runs back and forth. Yeah. Everything they put out was fire. This is garbage. Why would you respond to some dog shit ass trash record?
Okay.
I wouldn't.
We can go even back to the Drake comparison. Charged Up, Meek didn't reply, did back to back. Did he need to do it? No, but it fucking buried everything.
Yeah.
Then Meek put out a awful fucking diss record.
Yeah.
And then Drake did 30 for 30 freestyle. He replied. The same thing happened when Nas and Jay, between Ether, Super Ugly, Takeover. All of Blueprint 2 is Jay shooting at fucking Nas. The battle was over, and they were still doing it. You have to continue to reply. You can't just leave this alone.
You can choose to not reply. I don't know where you keep saying you have to. No, you don't.
I think it's going to come.
Meg looks better if she doesn't reply, and anybody who's on her team will tell her that. Meg doesn't lose points if she doesn't reply to this. Niggas ain't gonna be like, well, Meg pussy, Meg can't rap. Nicki won the battle. No, Meg won. It's over.
Someone find that Styles P. Styles P
She
was
won
talking
the
about
first
Drake
round, but if Nicki released one of them other records she say she got and it's hard,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, then
reply.
Meg reply.
then it's like, hold up now, we gotta.
Because that's the charged up to back to back. Meek didn't take the bait on the one. Drake puts out the next. Boom, this fires back. Yeah, let Nicki put out one of these other records she's talking about, and maybe it'll be worth a response.
Now, what Nicki said was the next person getting dissed ain't even Meg. Well, Meg is going to be included in it, but Desiree Perez, the CEO of Rock Nation, is who she says will be catching her next smoke. I don't know.
Damn,
she's already shot at Des though.
I don't know.
That's what Nick going?
Yeah.
Well, see, I didn't know nothing. I didn't read none of this. I don't know what this is news to me. I didn't know about none of this.
Nicki has already dissed Des.
I know. I'm talking about saying that she has a record.
Yeah,
bro. That's you didn't tell me that. You didn't give me that bar.
I don't know. If she's
it wasn't a bar. That was a tweet. That was a tweet.
She has this tweet, which I had wanted to bring up next. So it was a perfect transition. She tweeted, spending so much money, but she's still a little broke independent artist. Desiree, you got to let it go, baby. The world knows she's ass and can't rap. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Shout out to me girls. All this is, and this is where you guys will probably call me biased. So this coming from me isn't going to mean much, but I am telling you, can we stop with this Rock Nation boogeyman shit? Was it Tory Lane's dad?
Yeah.
Who was the one that really,
Tory Lane's dad, yeah.
Rock Nation is controlling the courts. What is Nicki talking about? She has started this whole Rock Nation behind Meg thing. They bought ads for a single like any other fucking management company would do.
She said, on the next song, I delve into all the people Desiree allegedly fired for unknown reasons, other things as well. So many people were blindsided and hurt by her, allegedly. She's willing to go broke to try to replace me. Fix it, Jesus. So, yeah.
She's willing to go broke to try to replace me?
Basically saying she's willing to spend all Rock Nation's budget on Meg to replace Nicki.
No, they're trying to spend it on Caesar's Palace in Times Square. Like, can we stop with this Rock Nation boogeyman shit? They really think that Rock Nation controls America.
Yeah.
There's not, maybe this is fucked up. Sorry, Rock Nation. They're not as important as you guys make them out to seem. They don't have this power that y'all think they have.
That Rock
they
Nation
don't.
had an influence over the state of California is
They
fucking
don't.
crazy.
They're the Jews
Every
of the
single
music
time.
industry.
It's crazy though. But I understand what Rory said.
Wait, hold on.
Yo,
John D. Rockefeller, what was his religion?
I don't think he was.
Let me do the science.
Well, Hove is not Jewish, so.
And also Rockefeller's not even named after that Rockefeller.
at all.
But I really wish the internet would stop doing this Rock Nation thing. They don't have the power y'all think they do. They're just a fucking management label And that's it.
And
That's
y'all
right.
also got to stop. They put all that power on.
They
like,
put Usher at the Super Bowl. A lot of power. Doesn't really change America.
they think it's because they think Jay and Beyonce just have all of this power. So they think it's all just Jay.
Well,
Like,
Jay and Beyonce have a lot of power, but let me explain something. Jay and Beyonce don't give a fuck about what half of you niggas is doing.
Jay
at all.
don't know what the fuck
I
the
could
Megan
promise
Thee
you that.
Stallion budget
I
is.
could promise
That
you they
nigga
don't-
know what's going on. He don't be on the
They
Zoom
don't
meetings on
care about
Wednesdays.
none of this
He
shit.
don't know what the fuck is going on.
They don't
don't
care.
care.
About that shit.
Rock Nation is a tax write-off.
He told me and Jay Elect to go figure it out. I'm like, we signed to you.
Yeah, bro.
Go figure it out.
The
I'm
whole
fishing.
label's a fucking tax write-off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it was Tory Lane's dad that just started that entire thing.
It's so insane.
And
So
like the way people describe it too. Yo, Rock Nation is trying to push Meg to be the biggest and be the greatest rapper. Yeah, they
Yeah.
manage her.
Yeah,
yeah, they
support-
get
What
they
the
get
fuck are you
20%.
talking about?
Yeah,
supporting
yes, they
their
are.
artists.
Like when Nicki tweeted that screenshot to Dez, they took an ad out on Twitter to promote Meg's single.
They get mad. Well, they
If
get
my
mad
manager
because
didn't do that, I'd be upset.
they get mad because Meg says
There's-
that she's independent. Her like, how are you independent if they're taking ad money out to? I'm paying for this. This is coming out of me. This is coming out of my 20%.
Wait, independent artists aren't allowed to have ads?
No.
They say Rock Nation. Rock Nation is paying
Rock
for
Nation-
the ad.
But
There's
that's her,
there's two sides of Rock Nation.
yeah,
Right.
that's her.
There is a management side,
and then the label.
which is the bigger side, and then there is the label. I could be completely independent and be managed by Rock Nation.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
I would also love if my manager would buy ads for my single.
How dare you.
That's not, it's not a conspiracy to end Nicki Minaj because I'm buying an ad on Twitter.
Well, see, this goes back to
X,
what I said
right.
originally in this conversation about certain shit you just don't speak on, you just don't address. Just put out music. Just address whoever you got an issue with in the bars. Tear their head off. This is part of the entertainment. This is part of the culture of hip hop. This is battling. There's nothing wrong with it as long as it stays on music. We don't want to see Riley running down on somebody at brunch or at breakfast. We don't want to see, you know what I mean, none of that. Like just keep it music. And yeah, let's get some classic bars out of it. Fuck it. Why not?
Meg has to reply. That's what I'm
That's what you stand.
I'm has to. I thought Bigfoot was one of the worst diss records ever, but you still
I know Meg look good. Meg almost got me to get a membership to Planet Fitness. If I see that commercial,
it's a great commercial.
oh my god,
Yeah.
she looks amazing. She looks great.
Can I tell you guys why I'm going to hell?
Which reason this week, baby?
Well, this was solidified.
Okay.
Oh, is this what?
What happened at the
on
party?
birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, tell
Oh
it.
no! Please tell them what you did. Tell them all.
No,
You
that shit
wasn't
was
there.
hilarious.
Yeah, tell them all.
I still feel like really, really, really bad.
What happened, man? Well, first of all, happy birthday to Amara.
If you're listening to this on Tuesday, her birthday is today.
Yes.
We did the party over the weekend at the office. So a friend of ours, who you know, also part of the team,
Mhm.
brought her boyfriend to Amara's birthday party, which was great. I've met him before. He's a really nice guy. He has one arm.
A friend.
Writers.
Oh.
Hold on.
Mall.
Let's slow down. A friend of ours that is a part of the team bought
Mhm.
their boyfriend, and her boyfriend has one arm.
He has one arm.
Got you. Go ahead.
Nice guy. Met him before.
Okay.
It's good to see him.
Yeah.
It was very overwhelming. with the
Lefty
party.
or righty?
Small.
Well, what you asked?
The left arm is missing.
Yeah, he didn't have
he
a
can
left.
only be a righty.
Okay, so he's a righty.
Well, he didn't have a choice.
Got it.
Going in for the handshake was kind of nice though, because he had the arm that you shake. So it was like, this is easy.
It's helpful.
That's all you need.
Yeah, it was very helpful.
So at this party, very overwhelming. There's like 20 kids running around screaming. I'm trying to get pizza in. Like it's just a lot going on.
All right. How did he lose the arm? Was he like? Was it a boating accident? Was he in
I've never-
Afghanistan? Is he like is he a patriot? Is he a veteran?
I know he wasn't wearing his Purple Heart.
All right. So he wasn't in Nam.
No.
All right. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, man. I mean, listen, I'm that
And-
guy.
and no-
You
and no
walk in
one
with
was
one
like, hey,
arm. I'm
Did
asking.
you lose that in the Gaza Strip? Like no one. It wasn't a topic of conversation at Amara's birthday party.
Okay. all
Anyway,
right, my bad.
so our friend and her boyfriend are leaving and trying to say goodbye. I have Amara in one arm and a pizza.
All right, I already see what's going on.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
I don't even want to.
And I have a pizza box in the other.
So now
And I'm in the middle of something and they're trying to say goodbye because they're good friends.
So now he has more arms
And
than you
then
at the moment.
then I said to him when they were both going for like a hug and a dap to say goodbye, I said, sorry, I don't have any arms, which he then replied with, me too.
I like that guy. Rich.
That's funny.
My type of guy right there. It's my type of guy. Address the awkward shit. Let's laugh at it and move on.
No, but
Give me a beer.
you don't understand.
Rory was
I
the
had
color
like,
purple.
yeah, like my face went whiter than it is now because I just realized I said to somebody with one arm straight in their face, I don't have any arms.
This 5 second of inconvenience in my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know. You literally are missing it up.
I would have said that to anyone. I was trying to do shit like,
100%. I get it. I understand.
someone's tried to dab you like, yo, I don't got any arms, no hands.
But
Like,
you in that
you said, look,
moment,
ma, no hands.
but like, you have to understand, in the middle of the chaos, like everything, it went quiet in my brain.
Mm.
And it was just us in the room. And I'm staring at someone with one arm. And I just said to them, I don't have any arms.
Mhm.
Did you say my bad? Like after, or you just
I
froze?
froze.
And I'm gonna tell
I
you why
froze,
Rory's
and then I watched them walk
but
to the elevator.
I'm not bailing with Rat. Rory's a dick. He knew what he was doing.
No, I did.
Because you don't say in that situation, you don't say, I don't have any arms.
It could have just
He
been
do-
like,
You say, I don't
Rory does
have
say
any.
that a lot.
I don't. Rory has never said,
Why?
I don't have
What?
any arms. You don't
Yes,
say, I don't
I
have
do.
any arms. You say, yo, my hands aren't free. Like, my hands are full. You don't say, I don't have any arms. Who says that?
Me. Often.
Yeah, to somebody with one arm because you're a dick. That's exactly what you would say. Rory has never said with a hand. We done traveled the world together, had carry-on luggage, then had microphones, all kind of cameras, equipment, and shit. Rory has never said, "Yo, I don't have any arms."
Because I
You
wasn't
say, yo,
trying to dap you at TSA.
No, you say my hands are full. That's what you're supposed to say. My hands are full. You don't say I don't have any arms. He knew what he was doing, bro. I'm not letting him get
Okay.
that off. He knew what he was doing.
Subconsciously, maybe? Because
That's what I'm saying.
I did not intentionally. I can maybe go with your theory that subconsciously in my head,
You
Yeah.
were a dick.
that happened.
Of course, that's what it
But
is.
I did not intentionally tell a man with one arm that I don't have any arms.
Subconsciously, you told him that. You thought it.
I mean, well,
You didn't think it
it's
right
hard
there.
to miss.
No, you didn't think it right there in that moment, but throughout the day, it was in your mind. You was writing material. You was writing material.
so
He was writing material. That's the type of guy Rory is. He's gonna write material. He don't know when he's gonna deliver it, but he's gonna write it.
Get up on your good arm.
Yeah, come on, man.
I was reading Nicki tweets. That's why.
Exactly. Well,
But no, I felt like shit. Why I froze and like just watched them walk away because I felt awful. I was also like, oh, and she works with us. And here's another HR scare. And I had a stomach ache for
That's
the rest
not-
of the day
that's
thinking
not,
like, why the fuck did I just do that?
that's not worse than the blunder I had when we was doing that meet and greet that year. And I told a girl that wasn't pregnant, I was like, oh, congrats.
oh my God.
That's the worst shit in the world.
Where was that? Was that in Atlanta?
That's the worst shit in the world. Yo, congrats. I think I almost tried to
No,
give
you
it a
did.
little.
No, you did.
And she was like, I'm not pregnant. I was like, oh, shit.
Nah, but you could spot the eye. You could eye the ball, right? You could eye the 8-ball.
Demaris, if you would have saw this, anybody
Fresh out the Chipotle.
would have been thrown off by this. She looked, it was like, it was
showing.
a bulge. It was a pregnant stomach. And she was like, I'm not pregnant. I was like, oh my.
Did she
My feet
laugh?
went,
but here's
I
the
had
thing,
on
though.
Tim's and my feet went like this in my Tim's.
And I'm not,
I was like, oh my God. That's the worst shit you can do in the world is tell a woman congrats and like she has a big stomach and she's like, I'm not pregnant.
I'm not shooting at you because you claim that I did that on purpose. This is just actually the truth. She didn't look that like you. That was a very arrogant call. She didn't like look.
I mean, she
She could have been pregnant, but at that point, you just gotta like not even try it because it was debatable.
Yeah, that was bad.
Like
That was bad. That was bad.
It
I
wasn't like
can't
she
believe you went out
9
like that.
months like walking like this and shit.
But she looked like she
just
could've
had a stomach.
She looked like she could have been 3.5, 4 with twins.
Ball.
It was that type of stomach. It was like 3 months, but it's 2 in there. You know what I mean? Like it was like she ain't wobbling yet,
One in a possible.
but it was like right here, and it was round. It was like, oh, okay, like, congrats.
Well, maybe she had a tumor. People get tumors in their stomachs.
Could have been stage 4.
Yeah,
You can smell it.
You didn't smell it out.
She didn't
Yeah,
fart. She didn't fart. That was
You
see.
would have known.
That's the thing. She should have farted right there. I would have been like, "Oh damn, sorry to hear that."
How should I apologize?
Don't, please. You're going to make it
I'll
worse.
tell you what won't help.
You're
this.
trying to make yourself. Yeah.
She listens to this part.
I wasn't there, so hey, listen, I'm just laughing at content. You're a dickhead.
I felt so bad.
Rory came up to me afterwards and said, "Oh, did you see such and such and your boy?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "You met him?" I was like, "Yeah, nice guy." He goes, "I said the most fucked up thing to him," and I knew immediately what.
Yeah, I
Like,
knew
you
it was
had-
Because you
something.
know how he's thinking already.
You had limb humor.
fucking dick.
Limb.
Nah, I feel like I would have had if I really wrote material, it would have been better than that. And I'm not going to get into it, but
Nah,
it would have been much better.
nah, it's cool. It's cool. Listen,
I have no hands.
please don't bring it up to them because it's just you making.
Oh no, we
yourself
just bring it
feel
up on the
better.
show. It's all good. Don't worry.
Yeah, no one's going to hear this.
Yeah.
How'd you guys like the party though? That
was
bad? Damn.
Oh no, I didn't want to talk over him. I was waiting for him to
Okay.
answer first.
Okay.
No, we hung out for the most part.
Yeah.
The what do you call it? The
S'more?
s'more station.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, we was running to the sports station. I had fun. It was really nicely decorated in here. Like I didn't feel like I was like in my office and there was a birthday party. Like it was really, really nice.
Yeah, it was fun. It was the EO DJ set and Amar's birthday party are like the last 2 times I can remember of like genuine fun.
So you want to talk about?
Like I just was happy. Like it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Should we tell them all what song was playing when?
No, we're gonna let it rock. We're gonna let it rock.
What wrong was song playing when?
when people were initially showing up. There was a certain artist playing
Remix to Ignition was playing when I walked into
a 1-year-old
my child's birthday party.
Who was playing that?
Rory.
It was from my phone. I didn't mean to.
You still have that music in your phone?
Okay.
No, tell the truth. No, please.
What's
We're
wrong with
being
you?
honest here. No, tell who's playing.
Somebody that works for us year 1
Oh God.
has a lot of
Exactly.
great playlists. And again, I was extremely overwhelmed with the beginning of that party of making sure everything was okay. And it's the first playlist in my Apple Music playlist shit is the playlist that this gentleman created. And it's a great one. I've never made it to the end of the playlist though. Song 40 or 50 is like back-to-back R. Kelly songs.
At a 1-year-old's birthday party, you let R. Kelly play.
I don't think he noticed because he was like running around, but I walked in
A lot of people noticed.
and Crystal popping on the restaurant. I said, "What the? We got food
Okay, but is it a
everywhere."
classic?
The party was catered. I said, "Where the fuck am I at?"
These kids need to learn the classics.
Yeah, not from that artist though. That's sick to be playing.
If I would have had another arm, I could have changed the fucking song.
Like if it was your birthday party, I would have yelled at you later, but I would let you get your shit off. But like,
Okay. I will take the blame for it. I am trying to throw it on Carl. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. I wanted to blame Carl, but I did play that playlist. You guys can all lie to everyone on camera right now.
Mm.
Since you don't have to take the blame for it, was it kind of nice to hear R. Kelly again?
no, because
No.
I personally and
You don't hear him anymore. So
I get separated.
sometimes if it's not your fault, Step in the Name of Love is just playing at Target. I mean, I didn't play it and it's fuck R. Kelly and I'm never going to participate.
Yes,
but if it's playing, I'm not going to be that mad that an artist I once loved,
Yeah,
I can hear his music again. So you're welcome.
Step in the Name of Love was
My
hard
point.
for me to let go. The rest of it, I had such a nasty taste in my mouth when once I find out a song was like inspired by an underage girl, the song don't hit for me the same. It just don't hit for me the same. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's just no reason to ever play any of his music at anybody's birthday party. Actually,
Especially your 1-year-old daughter.
Just
Even
like-
she's too young for the Kells.
even he would be like, "Yo, come on,
Yeah.
not
Come
here.
on now, at least 10 more years.
For
Not
a few
here.
more years, yeah.
Come on, man."
What was also very funny about the birthday party, like outside of the beauty of like watching my friends' kids play with my kid and like just, the things that are
Yeah, dad stuff.
amazingly beautiful about first birthdays is watching worlds collide. So, of course, Kia had her family and her friends here, and I had mine.
Mhm.
Trying to fend off some of my friends that are snipers.
Mhm.
Like, I'm just like in the rafters. Top 5 dead or alive snipers.
Mhm.
Talk to some of Kia's very innocent, looking for a relationship friends
Mhm.
was also why I needed a third arm to do anything.
Yeah.
I
Bring up the arm.
had tapped Kia a few times of like, hey, I dirty macked. I was dirty macking on my own friends throughout the entire party.
Why though?
Because some of Kia's friends are just so innocently minded and like, that dude's gonna ruin. He's gonna ruin her life.
Yeah, but you don't.
He's going to ruin. No, I can see it in her eyes. She's looking at him. They're gonna fuck tonight.
Yeah,
and
but
Jesus Christ.
and he is
You're
not
a
gonna text
hater.
her back.
yeah, but Rory, you don't go into the forest and when a guy has a baby deer in the crosshair and say, "Hey, guy, not that one."
Not that.
Yeah,
So
I know that's what I was doing.
You let you don't say, "Hey, listen,
No,
not that
I'm
one."
shooting bail.
You let nature take its course, man.
She had a sniper in her crew too, and I saw it.
She had a female.
sniper.
Oh no,
She
no,
had
no,
a
no.
sniper
Kia
in
has
her
snipers.
crew.
I was trying to defend the snipers off of the ones that are Army reserves.
Hold
They don't
on.
even go to battle.
We can't call female snipers.
Nah, no.
Shit.
There's a word for female snipers.
Stuff.
I'm not gonna say.
There's
it.
a word for male snipers too. It doesn't matter. They still
Yeah,
snipers.
cool. The man.
Yeah, the fucking female snipers are not snipers. We know what they are. Let them be that. I'm not gonna say it though.
There is a such thing as a female sniper.
What's the
Okay.
whores?
Yeah, horse. That's what we were getting at.
I was trying to,
Are you
'cause-
okay?
females,
What
you
the
can
fuck
be
is
a
wrong with you?
sniper
Yeah, like
without being a
you're
whore.
really
No,
out of it today.
I've been really
Like
slow
your curls
today.
are not curled all the way over.
I
Your
thought- I
fucking
was trying
bang
to
is
think
not
of a-
banged.
I
Like
was,
what
I was trying to think of an equivalent in the army world, and then I was like, oh no, just horse.
in the army world?
And I spent all day yesterday throwing up. It's been a shitty run for me.
Oh, you
can
hung
be a
over?
female sniper.
No, I'm not hungover. I just had a stomach bug.
Oh.
You know what, Demaris? I knew she was a sniper, and I'm sure we're talking about the same girl.
Which
Uh-huh.
girl?
She had ass.
But I had to respect.
It's a great follow up.
Did she have ass? Y'all not answering the.
I don't even know.
I've never looked. I don't.
I
Demaris, you don't know if she had
I
ass or
wasn't
not.
looking at her.
Yeah,
ass.
honestly,
Gay. You're gonna look at a woman's ass.
Not all women.
Oh, so
What?
then she
Um,
wasn't.
she gets surgery, so she might have. I just really don't look at her body.
Yeah, I wasn't looking.
Oh, that one.
This is how I know. I didn't respect her gun. Like I knew she was a sniper.
You.
Yo, if you would, we all know Loyan, right?
Was he here?
Loyal was at
And I'm
the
not. I'm
party.
not here to. Where the
He was
kids say
here?
Docs.
Loyal was at the party.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, I know.
You know, he was fitted up.
he was.
I'm
laying
not
on, he
here
was
to
laying on his
dox.
stomach, but
Nah,
Ass up.
Loyan's a no scoper.
he just
He just shoot from the hip.
He just picks up a blade of grass and watch the wind take it. He like, oh, I know what to do with this one.
why I respect
Fucking
this young
stupid.
woman's sniper game,
I love Loyan.
and I should have respected it more. Is I know the type of guys that she snipes, and once she learned about like Loyan's pedigrees, for those that don't know, he's our business manager, my financial advisor. He's the GOAT. Once she found out like his resume,
He's the money man.
I've never seen her snipe someone like Loyan before. And she was in that corner getting to work
Going crazy.
while Ignition was playing. Going to work.
I like that. I like girls that step to their business like that.
Nah, she said, wait, he does what? All right, but
That's how it be though. That's how it be though.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck what a nigga look like. What he on? What he do?
first of all,
What's the
Loyan's an
resume?
attractive man. Don't do that.
Oh no,
Fuck
no,
what he
Loyan's
look
gorgeous.
like.
It's
No, no,
that's
Hold
crazy
on,
that you just,
I'm
he
not-
listens to this podcast.
See, that's something that men will never say.
He sends you your check,
Fuck
by
what
the
she
way.
look like.
He's the one that wires
Fuck
it.
out of here. Everybody know Loyan's my favorite team member, and I love Loyan. Loyan's
Fuck what he look like.
gorgeous.
A man could never say, yo, fuck what she look like. Like,
Y'all
what
do
she-
that all the time. What the
Who?
ass look
Who's
like?
y'all?
Do that all the time.
Man,
You just told
your
me
first
you fucked
question.
the ugly bitch. You just told me that the other day you fucked the ugly bitch.
when I was like 18,
But
19.
you said, but her ass was fat.
How old was I?
I don't
I
know.
wasn't a man yet. I was a fucking lost boy in the fucking streets of the Bronx trying to find my way back home. The
You know,
fuck?
Lost Boy in the Bronx is
Great movie.
Ayo.
Yeah. How's that an AO?
Talk
Talk
why
about
was
it.
you lost? What was you doing?
Where you was going? Who you was following?
Ass.
That's fair. I mean,
Yeah. Not man ass. So don't try to make it gay. See, look at you.
Well, they
I'm
get
not.
BBLs, so you never know. It could be.
Stop, man. Don't do it.
So we stayed, like after everyone left, a few of us stayed in the office till pretty late, just kicking it.
Kicking it, right?
And after I had tried to dirty Mac for so long, my dirty Macking did not work.
Nope.
That girl was open and ready to go. And I had to ask my friend, can you not fuck her? Because it's going to interrupt my life.
Who? What? Can you bleep? Who was the guy?
we'll talk about it after.
You don't know. Maul probably knows him. He's from Harlem. Everyone in Harlem knows everybody. Yeah, 7th Ave, you know.
His name is Street.
That's how I go. He from 7th. I know that nigga.
The sniper on 7th.
A sniper on 7th. I know that nigga. He got like 40 bodies one summer. I know.
He's the dark-skinned guy with the greatest smile. He's charming, tall, like everything. It's hard to resist when a young white girl that has never seen
Never had that
seen
chocolate.
that before.
She never had chocolate in her diet before.
And was it wrong of me to ask him that? Like, just please don't fuck her. Because it's gonna come back to me. We blended worlds. And if you start fucking Kia's friends, I know him. There, no relationship.
Nah,
he
man,
was
we
not going
grown.
to text her the next morning.
We grown.
I don't need that
We grown,
in my
bro.
life.
We grown.
So he didn't do
It'd
it.
be different if he was pursuing
We are
something
He
with
says
her.
no, but I don't know
Then you
yet.
can say,
only been 2 days.
say, like, if he's pursuing something with her, then you can't say, please don't do that. Because if he's actually
you
pursuing
can't.
something, you might be.
You grown.
No, what I'm saying is he can't say that because it's like he might be looking for love. And if he's looking for love, she's looking for love, it might work out. You don't want to keep somebody from their soulmate.
No, he's not looking
But
for
if
He's
they're
not.
not looking,
He's looking for head.
if he's looking for head, then no, you can say don't do that. Because
He's
you're not
looking
even
for-
really looking for it to
he's
be a
looking for
long-term
that
thing.
sloppy-
So
He-
this one-term
He
fuck-
asked me if this part of the studio was soundproof
That's
while we were all in the front room.
No, he didn't.
He
So
was-
stupid.
He's a nigga that can never come back here again. When niggas start asking
he's
questions
actually
like
a really,
that,
really nice guy.
yeah, but when niggas start asking questions like that, it's like, yo, what you trying to get off in here?
Oh, Rory was going crazy. Rory was telling everybody business, telling trade secrets to motherfuckers.
Wait.
I look over niggas giggling. They like, yo, Demaris, she was fucking in the studio. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah. I did say that.
See, we
Really?
just had a conversation about not having parties here in the workplace, not having alcohol, and y'all just see.
It was, first of all, it was a kid's birthday.
It's
with the
alcohol.
R. Kelly theme.
It's alcohol in the
fine.
hallway on the floor.
Oh, no, there's plenty of alcohol.
Oh, exactly. See,
You think we was about to listen to some screaming ass kids
Yeah.
sober?
They found the rubber chickens too, so that was
And they decapitated all of our rubber
Yeah.
chickens.
a lot of noise.
what kid decapitated? That's the little kid you need to watch. He's
All
the
of
school
them.
shooter.
All of them.
No, he's the school shooter in training.
Brit's son, actually.
Oh yeah, he's the school shooter in training.
X is not a school.
X
Yeah.
is not a school shooter.
Shit.
Name like
You just
Ag.
find chickens in a random place and you just start popping the heads off. Watch that kid. He's telling you something. You know what kids come home and have a draw? Yeah, I drew this today, mommy. And then he's holding you and daddy's head like this. Watch that little nigga. Something ain't right with him. Like,
The sweetest
I don't know what to
person.
tell you. Like a kid comes in here, finds rubber chickens, and he pops the heads off. Yeah, watch him. He go to the bathroom. I'm right by the door waiting for him to come out. What you was doing in there?
And there's matchbooks all over this office.
Well, because you was doing your magic trick.
could
for
have
the
been playing
kid.
with fire.
So, anyways, I just didn't want him to fuck Kia's friend.
No, you grown. Let them fuck.
No.
They're grown. They're adults.
You know,
Keep
and I'm
up.
not trying to make a you haven't been in a relationship joke before, but sometimes when
Nope.
you're in a relationship and your friends fuck your girl's friends
So what?
and don't talk to them anymore, it
So what?
ends up being part of your life.
No,
You have to hear about it.
that's when you tell your
Like-
girl, yo, your girl is a grown woman. I'm not talking about this in my household. That's your friend is how old? She's a grown ass woman.
No, I'm trying to create a peaceful environment.
It's peaceful. That
They're
ain't-
both
her
adults.
pussy-
They both
her
wanted to
pussy-
fuck each other, but
Exactly.
I don't want the fucking. I
That
don't wanna
ain't
hear
that's
about
not your
Now,
problem.
Rory's birthday is in May. Now, what if we throw a party for Rory, then they both there, then shit awkward.
They're
Little bit
grown
there.
adults.
I
Y'all
agree
can get the
with you.
fuck
Listen, I
out of here
agree
with
with
that
you.
weird shit.
I think
I
you're
agree with
missing.
you.
I'm
Y'all
not saying
two
they're
adults
not-
chose to fuck,
They're consenting adults that want to fuck. I'm
Exactly.
saying I don't want the headache because I know the result of this
and I'm telling
is
you,
going
there's
to be
no
that
headache.
girl looking up at him
Nah,
like,
bro.
how come he's not texting me back? Because that's who he
Okay.
fucks women and keeps it moving. He's
And
a
then
very
they're
honest
saying,
human being.
Well, Rory, why didn't you tell us
Yes,
that? Why didn't you
yes.
keep him
Yep.
from? Because now her heart broken.
Yeah.
I didn't because you're grown and that's none of my fucking business. How about that? And I'm not sitting in my household talking about that. I'm feeding my daughter right now. Everybody shut the fuck up.
I have no arm.
You got to take your nuts, Rory, and swing the motherfuckers around your living room sometimes with no drawers on. Nigga. That's what you got to do. Let them know, listen, I got 2 big Spaldings under these motherfucking boxes, and I'm not talking about this today. My friend fucked your girl because that's what 2 adults wanted to do. They wanted to fuck. Now, don't bring that to my fucking house because now she's crying because he didn't fucking call her after dropping that pipe off in her. That ain't got nothing to do with me. All right? Baby Shark is on.
Clip it.
Yo.
Go ahead, Maul.
The fuck you mean? That's a part of my religion. No, it's not.
2 Spalding.
Take your fucking nuts, pull your boxes up here and show the motherfuckers if you
First of all, my nuts were clipped January 30th, 2023. I lost any bit of control I've had in my life. My household is run by women.
Yo,
it's only women in there.
Nah, but
it's my mom, Kia, and Amara.
Nah, you still got.
I had lost my nuts.
Nah, man, you got
so long ago.
You are Irish. Go back, dig into your roots. All right, have a fucking Heineken, a fucking Guinness, and fucking drag your nuts around your house. Yeah, he fucked your friend, and yeah, she's crying. She's gonna make her a better woman though. She ain't gonna do it again, right? She's an adult. She's a grown ass woman. She wanted to fuck. He wanted to fuck. They fuck. He didn't call her no more. She's crying. Why am I talking about this?
Because it's my friend.
Nah, Rory, but say you did the thing where you tried to dirty Meg and they still went home and fucked, and then he did what he was gonna do, not talk to her again. Then what? Do you still feel away?
I didn't by the way, I didn't dirty Mac to her. So it wasn't, I dirty Mac'd with Kia and I dirty Mac'd him to his face of like, please don't fuck.
It was Kia's job to tell her friend that, hey, he ain't shit. That kind of falls on her.
But what's kind of funny is Kia was more on Maul's side. They gonna fuck, let him fuck. I'm like, all right, cool. When she texts both of us in our group chat, I'm not replying.
Yeah,
because it's gonna happen.
About the group
that's
chat.
That's an emotional ass girl.
You know that
little
half moon on the options of the chat. Turn that motherfucker on. Man. I don't want to hear about that shit.
Mute.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's not my business. 2 adults fuck. I don't. Yo, hey, it is what it is.
Maul, when you with one bitch, do you put the hide alerts on for your other bitches?
Hide alerts. Who you talking to, man? Hide alerts. You know who paid his bill? Me.
Well, alerts are what? Just the things that pop up like when you.
No, you can hide alerts for specific contacts.
Nah, see, that's too much work.
I don't even know.
It ain't too. It's right in the text message thing under share your location. You can put hide alerts.
I'm not creeping. So
then when that person texts you or anything, your phone sounded beyond when everybody else texts you. But when that person texts you, it will not alert you until you go in the app and go to their thing. It'll tell you they text you.
I put my phone on D&D for dates, but that's just out of respect.
Yeah, whenever Julian's on D&D at 7 p.m. on a Saturday, I'm like, oh, he getting some pussy.
I also had a very interesting conversation with a friend of mine at the party. I'm starting to realize that I think some of my friends never raised their kids that I thought were like fathers. Why are y'all so readily available? I've known some of my friends have had kids for up to 15 years old. Why were you always available?
Like now or just throughout the whole time they've had a kid?
I was talking with a friend of mine whose daughter is 2 months difference between Amara.
Mm-hmm.
And neither of us have seen the light of day in a year. And we were going through our friend list, and I don't know if this is shady, but once you become a parent, it's like, I hung out with you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought you were a good father. Like, you were free all the time.
Yeah, but I mean, where's the
Did you raise your kid?
Yeah, but if you want to hang out with me or have a kid and it's 10 o'clock at night, the kid is probably home sleep with my girl. Like, that doesn't mean I'm not a good parent because I'm not home sleep at 10 o'clock and my kid is.
Okay. That's one small scenario. I'm talking like we were in our 20s, single, running around. You were there every night.
Yeah, no, see. Now I don't know about every night. That's crazy.
You was at the day parties. You was
see that. Yeah,
the day parties, the night party.
We weren't even at a party. We was just chilling during the day.
Yeah, no, some niggas.
I don't even know what that looks like.
Some people don't know what raising a kid. They think that you just, I pay the rent. Okay, that doesn't mean you're raising your child. But the rent is paid. Like, that's a step. Thank you.
And I mean, I'll probably flush the idea out more, but it was a whole revelation we had in this office. Like, I don't think some of our friends raised their kids the way we thought they did because they were always around.
Well,
how the fuck did you do that?
Some people do the best that they can, Rory.
Doing the best that you can and being at every party that my single 23-year-old ass is at is not doing your best.
You got a point.
You're also not 23 raising a kid, though.
What that mean?
What I'm saying is your
don't think
your mind state is a little.
Julian always sends me shit that's going on the weekend that I fucking wish I could go to. I would happily. I would love to be.
I'm not gonna let you lie, bro. I'm not gonna let you lie.
So why
bro.
you can't go?
Because have a daughter. Like
That doesn't mean you can't go out. What are you talking about?
I work all week, all day. So I go straight home to be with her, get her to bed, do everything. My weekends are the time that I can spend all the time.
Yeah, but if once your daughter is...
I've already feel guilty leaving in the morning and coming back at 6 p.m. every day. No, I'm not about to... Of course, I want to go out on certain Saturdays, but every weekend, I'm just going to go to Ludlow.
First of all, going out every
and here's the thing.
crazy.
I want to, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, I bet you can, though. Like, that doesn't mean...
I told Rory to bring Amara. But like,
you're the guy to not...
No, because it depends on the thing. Like, I wouldn't be, it's the club, we got a table, bring Amara. None of that shit. But there's certain spaces that we hang out where you can, it's not a problem.
Your baby is not a fucking trophy. I'm not bringing my baby to hang out with me and my boys in the crib and play 2K. Like, my baby's not coming with me. Like, that's not happening.
I feel like that's dope though. To play 2K at the crib.
It's not dope. No,
to play 2K at the crib, that's not. If that's,
I'm not bringing my daughter around you niggas to play 2K. I could be home.
Specifically, I was talking about the Ludlow house example. Like, we could do a day hang.
Not bringing your baby to the Ludlow house, bro.
During the day.
During the day, yeah.
See, you the parent I'll be getting mad at if I go to Ludlow house and see somebody in there with a baby.
In the middle of the day while people are working?
Yeah, it's
there's
like
mad kids there.
Yeah, people are working in Ludlow house too.
That's what we're saying.
We're also talking about a Saturday.
Yeah,
like a party at night that I would love to go to, but I don't do that because I'm
Rory,
also have to support
to go to
a partner. Like, we don't have a nanny. Like, also they need breaks. Like, that's also like to your point of like when a baby sleep with mom. Like, mom needs a break too.
No, 100%. But what I'm saying, some nights. I'm not saying every night go out. Now, first of all, going out every night is stupid.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, nobody.
Every parent deserves to fucking go out on the weekend.
Absolutely.
No one's a shitty parent for going out on the weekends. I'm not saying that.
Every weekend is crazy though.
I'm talking about you were with us every fucking day
that's crazy.
And night.
That's crazy.
And it's a couple of our friends.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's wild.
How,
but people
bro?
don't be raising their kids. That's not a shock to me. People don't take care of their kids. Like, that's just it's fucked up, but that's a very common thing. Like, people don't take care of their kids.
Is the clock started on Ice Spice?
You've been calling about this clock
How
for
you gonna
2
start
years,
the clock
bro.
every time she puts a record?
The last time you said the clock was on, she came out with a Dunkin' Donuts collab, bro. Like, the clock ain't on, bro.
Wait, I thought I was saying the clock over Sexy Red, not Ice Spice.
No, you said
Ice
Ice
Spice.
Spice.
The clock over Sexy Red.
No, the clock I said was Sexy Red.
No.
Ice Spice, I said they're gonna put all the money behind her.
No, you had a clock on Ice Spice too, though.
You clocked Ice Spice.
It's all recorded, so I could be wrong. Is the clock on Ice Spice?
No.
I'll ask again.
No.
Think you the shit, bitch.
No.
You're not even the fault.
It's not. As bad as you want it to be, it's not.
I like Ice Spice.
Yeah, but I'm saying you sound like you want the clock to. You think the clock is on.
I think the clock started on Friday when this came out.
I think
you thought the clock started with Deli. What are you talking about?
I think you're old enough.
I like
to
Deli,
touch.
But you thought
I think
the
you're
clock
old
started.
enough to touch. And I say that with love because I'm also old. But I think you're old enough to touch. The clock is not on Ice Spice. She has the kids.
Okay, so all right. Even with the kids, see, y'all are the ones that are wrong. I give the kids more credit than y'all do.
No.
Nope.
How much longer are the kids going to enjoy legitimately the exact same bars and beat for every song?
Now she farted on this one. It's better.
I give the kids more credit. I think they're going to get sick of this eventually. You guys look at the kids as idiots that, they'll just listen to anything that
you thinking too much into the art for kids. As long as it's a beat and the young girls could shake and twerk and all of that, it's gonna go.
Yeah, but then they age.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's still,
So you think this can work every single time for the next 5 years?
I've seen a lot of artists have the same flow, same cadence, same beat, and we call them legends. And I'm not naming.
Who? Name them. Say it.
Nope, not doing it. They're out there though.
We ran into a conversation.
Listen to their catalogs.
Rory a while ago where I think we agreed that she's going to run into the same issue that DaBaby had. Because she came out with a new flow, a new sound. It sounded great. But once you rinse and repeat that over the course of like 3 or 4 albums, it's like, okay, what are we doing?
We need to put some more respect on DaBaby if we're saying that.
Why?
He had the same flow and a lot of same beats and a lot of records, but don't.
But he ate.
He
The
ain't
baby
this.
ate. The baby ate.
Oh no, yeah, he could rap. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not coming at the. He can actually rap.
This has not changed at all.
I just think her
It's been the
team is
same. No,
handling
it's
her
the
so
same.
well.
It's the same lyrics and fuck the cadence. It's just the exact same words. It's the same words.
Yeah, but that's
Like, how long do you think you can't trick people for that long?
I mean,
Maybe I am sounding like an old hater, but there's no fucking way you can do this for a long period of time. I actually didn't think the clock was on Ice Spice when she did the Pink
but what
Panther
do you?
because I was like, oh, that's a
But
still.
But what are you comparing this to? Like, what is the gauge here? Because it sounds like you're comparing her to just overall, like rap, like female rap, and this is not what that is.
I'm just music across the board.
She's just
How long does this last?
She's just making music that's gonna go viral. TikTok girls gonna make videos to it. It's gonna stream well. Like this is
Her
not.
EP, like.
Yeah,
I think the Princess Diana record's great. I think, well, Deli was after that, but I've really liked a lot of Ice Spice music.
Yeah, but this format.
Come on.
This format is gonna work for what she's doing. She
Rory,
just
stop
dropped a
capping. You
song.
walked in here and said, "Bitches be quick, but I'm quicker." Don't do that. You know the lyrics already. Don't do that.
Yeah, because she said them on every song.
Bitches be thick, but I'm thicker.
I memorized Munch. I know the lyrics to this song too, because I memorized Munch.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
He's
is,
not saying the same.
yeah,
thing.
but this is the same as computers puting.
they do though.
Bitches is quick, but I'm quicker. Computers puting is the same shit.
So Cameron and Ice Spice are the same.
That's not what I said. See,
I mean,
you see how fast
I can see
the
a
narrative would change. That's not what I said. I'm saying the bars, the line is like it's you get it. Like her audience, there's not like these are not hip hop aficionados. Like
Wait, all right. See,
this is gonna go viral. This is just gonna be clips that girls are gonna post videos to. Like that's all this is for.
I've
Well,
not
Rory
been
is saying,
articulating myself very
Does
well
the
today.
virality have lasting power?
This can't be the response or rollout to the next Ice Spice album. Like, it can't.
Why
This is not going to work that long. It'll work for this year, and after that, the kids are going to smarten the fuck up. This is the same fucking song every single time.
You said that last year.
I said Sexy Red. I didn't say Ice Spice.
Yeah, he did say something.
Okay, you said Sexy Red. She's still here. She ain't going nowhere.
Because she's been chilling.
How?
Her baby shower makes her go viral. She doesn't need to put music out. She is an entertainer. Her essence of a human being is what people like.
Well,
It's not really the music.
Ice Spice and Sexy Red is one and the same though.
No, Ice Spice be putting music out.
They're both like they've reached this point of where they're both almost like characters.
Ice Spice is definitely a character.
They're characters. Sexy Red is a character
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
They're characters.
100%.
No disrespect. Not in a disrespectful way.
I know what you're
Sometimes
saying.
you say
No, I
that
know what you're
people may
saying.
think it's not in a disrespectful way, but they're like when they're, people that follow them, see them in public, it's like, oh shit. It's like when we were kids and we saw a guy in a fucking costume on 42nd Street.
Okay.
And it's like, oh shit. Like, you just take a picture, you want to say what's up. Like, it's the same shit, but these are just artists.
Nope.
That's
I'm
all
going to
it is.
articulate myself better now. They are drastically different because if Sexy Red puts out 5 flops, awful records, people like her personality, who she is, what she represents, her. They love her.
Sexy Red.
Ice Spice, I
Ice
want to be a
Spice
dick.
thing.
No, she doesn't have a personality. People like her music
She
and
has
her
a-
videos. It's not her.
It's not.
It's
no.
not her that they love. They love what's going on with
She's like, no.
a music video.
You're getting it mixed up. Just because her personality is not the same as the Ice Spice, I mean, as a Sexy Red, doesn't mean that she doesn't have personality. This is her personality. She's more like laid back until it's time for you to see her rap or perform. Like you're not gonna just see her like talking much and doing shit like that. She's
Who
very
would
very-
continue to have a career if both of them put out flops and people stop wanting to listen to their music? Who's going to continue to have a career? Sexy Red or Ice Spice?
You
Ice
said-
Spice because the kids are more dedicated to their
You
favorite
said
artists
if
than
they
we are.
both flop,
Yeah, I'm just saying. If they just both flop, who can continue to have a career and who can't? Sexy Red is going to, no matter what happens, Sexy Red is going to be fine.
I think
Ice
the same.
Spice-
She could get on IG Live and make a living.
Ice Spice is more collab friendly. She could continue to have a career just doing collabs. She could do that now.
Because
For
her
the
music
kids.
is hot.
Damn, Ice Spice has a Taylor Swift record.
Even if
That
her music
flopped.
Yeah, I
even
know,
if her music
but
and
that's
it
nuts.
didn't affect her at all, because even if her music flops, she's created herself as this Curly.
Wasn't she on the Barbie record with Nicki?
Yes.
Fire too.
Curly, orange-headed character that kids love. She does not need to release music. A lot of kids who like Ice Spice can't even listen to her music.
Okay, then what? All right, so there's no. Because my question was, if eliminate music, let's say they both flop and no one wants to hear their music.
Mhm.
What is Ice Spice's career?
What do
So
you
it's a
mean?
bad hypothetical, but
She's gonna do the same thing a lot of these other female rappers did. They just gonna attach them to brands. It's like the likeness. It's like her image. Like that's all they're gonna do. They're gonna go that route with it. You can put Ice Spice in any commercial.
She's already in a bunch of commercials.
You can make Ice Spice into a brat. You could put her in commercials.
Yeah.
You could throw her.
And then we ain't gonna talk about if Ice Spice get an Old Spice brand.
Mm.
You could throw her many ways, bro. She has that.
does it matter if no one wants to hear her music?
No, it does
No.
not matter.
Bro, as long as she's gonna get a feature, one of these artists is gonna hit her for a feature because she's already instilled in that world of people see Ice Spice, she has a fan base, she has a following, they're gonna click it, they're gonna want to see her video, like they're gonna want to look at her. That's just where she's at. Is she ever gonna put out a classic song or a classic album?
That's not what I'm.
No, I'm just saying, we don't even have to think about that part of the game. This is a whole new different game that these artists are playing right now. This is
Ice
totally
Spice
different.
is known for the music.
She's not.
You guys are actually missing my entire.
She's
I'm actually
not
complimenting her.
known
for
She's
the
known for the music.
No,
That's great,
she's
but what I'm
not.
saying
She doesn't have. She's not sexy red. She doesn't have a personality outside of that fucking video and song that we're watching.
But she does though.
She does.
To you, she doesn't have a personality.
She
To the
does.
kids, she is. I agree. I think she's dull as an unsharpened knife too. But kids don't feel that way. They don't. I'm trying to tell you. I be around kids. They don't feel that way about her. They love her. They love the way that she looks. They do.
So then, what does she do after?
She could do
Just-
anything. The same way you said sex.
So if no one wants to listen to her music, Dunkin' Donuts is still gonna fuck with her. Like, come on.
Well, first of all, Dunkin'
Like the
Donuts is
point
a-
y'all are making actually sound insane.
But even if Dunkin' don't want to fuck with it, other brands will.
Yes.
Oh no, she can go get a Fashion Nova deal. I'm
Now-
not saying she
now-
can't do that.
now I'm with you.
I'm talking about the level.
I'm with
She's
you.
Grammy nominated right now.
No,
Taylor
of course
Swift
not.
record. We're talking about where she is right fucking now. That girl was sitting next to Taylor Swift. Every camera angle.
That's all music related, though. If you take away music, of course, she's not going to have the big music related deals. But saying that her career is over is not true. She can go, that girl can go on TikTok
She
and have
can
a
do-
dedicated TikTok career
You're
and
missing-
make millions.
You're missing my. Of course, she can go get a Fashion Nova deal as long as she looks attractive and people like her. She's going to make. I'm not telling you she's going to go broke. She in no way is going to have the looks that she has now without the music.
Oh, of course.
And I'm saying.
No.
And I'm saying, if she continues to put out the same fucking record, people are going to catch on, the kids included. And she's going to lose all the leverage that she has if she continues to put out the same fucking song. And that goes for all the drill drums. I love them. You guys should start thinking of another strategy because in 2 years, no one's going to be fucking with drill drums.
I like how Rory says things so matter of factly.
Mhm.
And then when he's wrong, he's like, "The kids are stupid." You can't say that they're not in
can't
2
lose.
years
So
that
what
they're
would
not going to
argument?
fuck with that. I didn't think they would be fucking with drill this long. How many years are we in?
Very true.
So I mean, I can't say all that. I just know that somebody like Ice Spice has a very long shelf life because she's a character. She has that look. She has that image. She has that personality. Although you think she doesn't have a personality, she
I
has
don't know.
a very
Talk about with the image they've given her.
yeah. But I'm just saying. And then what happens when she wants to rebrand her image? There's always that part of her career too. Now she's a little older. When she gets a little older, she can kind of rebrand her image a little bit.
Old Spice.
She's dating, somebody that's popular. You know how that shit go, man. They're gonna give her the bells and whistles. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
that.
She get a relationship. It's to
Once she
the
start her relationship rap,
moon. To the moon.
this nigga got me cooking in a deli. You know
Blah.
what I'm
Wait,
saying?
no. No more.
6 months, I'm just showing my belly. And, that's I don't know what they saying.
I secretly think all of you agree with me. You guys just want to admit it.
Okay.
That's the same thing that Charles Manson said at his trial. And they
He technically didn't kill anyone.
technically, right?
He didn't.
I know.
He was a petty car thief
Yeah, I know.
If Rory gonna do anything,
that loved the beach.
he
To
gonna
not
go
be
out
wrong.
technically.
Yeah.
Technically.
Technicality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how this country was founded. We have voicemails?
You've got mail.
I want to keep arguing about this.
I know you do.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. Yeah. Let's play his voicemail. So, this is interesting. This guy reconnected with his dad.
Is his dad Ice Spice?
And he called us.
That's the only shit I want to talk about.
Well, actually,
What's good with you?
this call kind of has to go with the Nicki and Meg drama.
Okay, I'm here.
Yo, so I kind of got a crazy one for you guys today. I'm just freestyling off the top of my head, so bear with me here. So I'm 30 years old. I just met my dad for the first time last year. And one of the only things I know about him is that he got my mom pregnant when my mom was 12 years old. And he was definitely older than 18. You know what I mean? And so my mom had me when she was 13, super young, and obviously a fucked up situation. You know what I mean? And the fact that I just met him, I don't want to rock the boat. You know what I mean? And really ask questions and pry, but that stays in the back of my head of how fucked up that is. I think he was something like maybe like 20 or something, if my math is right. And my mom was 12 when they got together and made me. So is there a right way or a good way to go about asking about this? Do I just sweep it under the rug and don't ask questions at all? I'm really stuck with this one. So any advice would be appreciated.
Is his dad Karl Malone?
Are you okay?
I'm just asking.
Okay.
Well, first of all,
Watch it actually.
your dad was 12 and your dad was 20, your mom was 12.
I'm not a dick for saying I don't have any arms. That guy just poured his heart out and you asked if his dad was Karl Malone. You're just as much as an asshole that I am.
Mailman.
No, because Karl Malone had it.
I'm aware. Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit.
13-year-old girl, something like that. First of all, this is, that's a lot because this is real person. This is family. This is your mom and your dad you're talking about. But as a grown man, I would have that conversation with my dad for sure. 100%.
But what's the conversation?
Yeah, what is the conversation?
I would want to know my dad's thinking, like, yo, what type of person are you? Like, why would you, well, first of all, it's fucked up, but I wouldn't be here if you didn't, right? So that's why it's a fucked up situation. But it's like, I want to know the thinking though, like of a 20-year-old adolescent, teenager. What is your mentality behind actually laying down and having sexual intercourse with a 12-year-old girl? Like, what's in your mind? Like, what's going through your head? Like, because now you're gonna figure out other things, like why he wasn't in your life. Like, what type of person is he? It's a little awkward because had he not done that, you probably wouldn't be here. But now that you're here and you're a grown man and you know things that you know, and one day, I don't know if he has kids or not, one day he has a daughter or something like that, just the thought
Keep her away from your dad.
of you having a 12-year-old daughter and then she pops up pregnant by a 20-year-old. I don't have kids, but I would probably be in prison for life.
That's rape. It's rape. A 12-year-old cannot consent to you.
rape.
So this is what I'm saying.
Question, it's rape.
Yeah, you
So
think it
was your
rape.
dad? So was your dad not? Because again, you're gonna get answers to questions. Was your dad not around because he finally realized what he did and how he felt like, yo, what I did was wrong?
Well, I would imagine he's not around because he was locked up or something.
Whatever it is, I'm just saying you're gonna have a conversation and some things are gonna reveal themselves. But 100%, you can't avoid asking that. That's you don't have nothing to ask if you don't start there. There's nothing to talk about. Like, you have to start right there. Like, yo, so my mom was 12, you was 20. How does that? First of all, like you said, that's rape. Number one. How does
So
what the fuck was you thinking?
I've had this exact conversation with the same gentleman that I talked about on the other voicemail segment when I asked you guys for advice.
Mm-hmm.
That same guy had this exact situation of how he was conceived.
Mm-hmm.
And we sat and talked about that when we were teenagers, like when he had an opportunity to meet his pops. And his perspective on this whole thing was like, I'd love to have a father, but I can't respect somebody raping my mom. Like, how the fuck do you even make that make sense in your head? And his decision, which I agreed with, was just to leave it alone. Like, just don't have a relationship. As much as you want to have a father, tell me the end result. He's going to explain it.
Yeah.
Then what? Like, there's no explanation to this.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't have a relationship with him.
Yeah.
Like, and listen, I have a father, so I could never really understand what it's like to not have a father at all. So I can sympathize with that of like, I just want to talk to the person that conceived me. Like, it's my fucking father. I don't know anything about my family, but also look what he did. What do you think? He's going to be a good guy now? Like, that's
It's not about
like,
no.
there's what conclusion could you come to after that?
The only thing,
And how do you even look your mom in the eyes after too?
the only bail I can, and I'm not shooting bail to predators ever. The only thing I could think that he would be able to say to possibly semi-change his son's mind about him is maybe saying, well, your mother lied about her age. I thought she was 16. That's the only way I can wrap my head around. Potentially he was 19 or 18, 19, 20, and she was 16. He thought she was older. That's the only way I could potentially wrap my mind around even beginning to say, okay, well, maybe you were young and made a bad decision. But if you're 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, and she really was 12 and you were aware that she was 12, yeah, tell me about like your family health history and they need to lock you up. He's not a good person.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. She's 12.
It's just it's so many. Like, I'm trying to put myself in that situation, in that position. It's so many things that I would, like, I just would have to sit across from this father aside. I would have to sit across from this guy and this dude and be like, yo, what was on your mind? Like, what? First of all, you're sick. Number one. Let's start there. You're sick. I think you know that. I think that's probably why you weren't around for years. You probably realized that you don't have it all. Something wrong with you. You did some fucked up shit. Your karma is eating at you. Your fucking, just your thoughts when you lay down at night are just keeping you awake. So you just isolated yourself. You rather just not be around and look at what you did and face what you did. You impregnated a 12-year-old girl. But as a grown man now, and this is the reason why I'm here, I came from this situation. It's too many questions. Like, I have to know.
I don't think you give him like not that you're saying this, but I don't think you give him like a pass or like an even inkling of a thank you because of this. I'm here. Fuck that. You're still a piece of shit.
No, always and forever, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think you lead with that. First of all, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Start the conversation like that.
I wouldn't be
First
stuck
of all, you're a
between
piece
the
of
two worlds
shit.
of like, but if it hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here. I'm just a victim of a horrible circumstance. You're still a fucking awful human being.
Right.
So I don't want to get to know you.
The conversation I just spoke of with my friend was when we were teenagers. When we got older, he brought up a very interesting point. It's so weird that voicemails just have to always enter my actual personal life.
Mm-hmm.
He regretted not going because he wanted to figure out how crazy he might be. If my dad did this and this is where I came from, maybe I should figure out how fucked up my brain could be. Like, this could be like hereditary, like, what the fuck? My dad is clearly, well, not dad, but the person that birthed him is nuts. Like, I should go find out how fucked up. Maybe I'm undiagnosed with shit. Like,
but that's what Demaris
there should
said.
be, but like,
get the health records. You don't need a relationship with someone to get their health records.
I just don't think that type of guy keeps health records, Julian. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you need to see face to face. Oh, maybe I am bipolar. Maybe I am completely fucked up. And I felt him when he said that to me. And I actually kind of felt bad for him when I told him not to go see his pops. Because he's like, I probably could have like figured out some more shit if I was face to face with him.
I think
to see that
more questions.
maybe I'm bipolar. Maybe I'm really fucked up. Like,
But it also could have traumatized him in ways he didn't even know he could be traumatized.
I think that wouldn't have brought any closure.
Yeah.
I think people.
No, not close, but just, all right, my dad is this. I can go get maybe the help I need with my mental shit.
Just if you feel that way, then look into the mental health side of things on your own, like on your own fruition. You don't need your dads to just do it. Like, if you're curious, go do the test, go do the things. You don't need him. Fuck him.
How many kids of serial killers become serial killers?
We would have to.
I feel like, do serial killers like have kids like that?
True. They usually, it's kind of a flash in the pan moment.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like really a thing.
But either way, yeah, I would talk to him, have a conversation with him, and address a lot of the questions that I've had, and talk with your mom as well. I don't know if you have. I'm not, I don't know if you've ever sat down and had that talk with your mom. about that whole situation. But I'm sure that's affected her in ways that maybe she hasn't expressed to you. But it definitely, I would say, go get some therapy. You and your mom go together. I don't know if you're open to having your dad in that type of therapy situation, but definitely, I think you and your mom should definitely go to therapy.
And not to pry, I'm just curious how they met at 30 years old.
Yeah, that's
Like, did
weird,
he
too.
find him? Like, how does his mom feel about the whole thing? Like, yeah, that's such a fucked up situation.
He's almost older than his mother and father were combined when they had him.
Yeah,
Sick.
absolutely insane.
Insane.
Yes.
But
yeah,
then you also think, like, if you don't have a dad, some people just want to meet their dad, despite everything. But
Yeah,
you get
even if
down
he's
to
a
it, it's
piece
like,
of
why do
shit.
I want to meet this guy?
I mean, but listen, man, I'm grateful that I never was faced with that, but I can imagine that you would want to meet your father,
Yeah.
or the guy that, you came from. Like, you would just like roaming the earth and, going through life, just not ever knowing who your dad was. That, I mean, people do it, but to me, that would be the most, I would think about that. There wouldn't be a day that goes by that I wouldn't think about that.
So this
Same.
is, I think he said 30 years later, right? Or something along that.
He's 30.
Because he's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we say if the dad got help? What do you say about potentially building a relationship with him?
Fuck no. Fuck
I would
no.
need to, like, know the whole
Like,
scenario.
man, fuck no.
Like,
Nah.
also to your point before of, like, did he know she was that age? And, like, I mean,
Man, she's 12.
I'm shooting bail. Like, yeah, I'm shooting bail
No
where I
bail,
shouldn't right
fuck
now.
him.
Yeah, no, I'm on that side.
It's a
But-
conversation.
Don't need no
Yeah.
don't need no relationship with a dude that impregnated a
My question is, when did our caller here find out that was the situation? Like, obviously, he grew up with a single mom.
Yeah.
When did he know? Like, when was it told that, hey, by the way,
Your dad was older.
I was raped at 12 and you were born when I was 30? Like, when did that become?
Well,
When do you figure that out?
Well, you figure out, you know how young your mother was because you know how old she is as she's raising you, right? So you know that your mother's
Yeah,
young.
that doesn't happen till, like, I don't know.
It's so many more.
Once you're old, like 10, 11, you start paying attention to how far away your parent is in age. And as you get older, like, oh, my mom had me really, really young. But until you're that age where your mother had you, when you hit 12, 13, and you're like, you had a kid at this age? You were a kid. And then, obviously he turns 18, 19, and he's like, oh, something's really wrong with that. Now, I don't know what age he found out that his father was so much older, but it also depends on his mother's mental health, because his mother probably didn't realize that she was raped or that that's considered rape until she was older, much older. Because if I'm having consensual sex as a kid, I'm not old enough to realize that this isn't consensual. In my head, because I want to do it and my hormones want to do it, I think that it's consensual and that I made this choice. You don't look at it as rape. Like, to this day, his mother might not look at it as if she was raped. She might look at, like, well, I pursued him, or this, and that. She might not look at it that way. But that depends on her mental health and how she raised her son to look at it. So there's a lot of nuances and aspects.
And not only that, this is more common than
Very common.
Super common. And to Demaris' point of her not even realizing to how common it is, like, people keep sexual abusers in their family at holidays, everything. Like, oh, that's just how things go. Like, that's how a lot of people look at stuff. My family included. Like, there's sexual abusers here.
Yeah.
Because it was so common with everyone in this house that they think it's okay. Not okay per se, but just be quiet about it.
And
just be quiet. Like, it's, some people don't realize that they were sexually abused.
And a lot of young girls are, like, you see that with that whole R. Kelly situation when they're like, them girls was fast. They was fast. They wanted that. They wasn't taken advantage of. They was fast. They was grown as fuck. Like, that's the way a lot of our community looks at young girls who end up in sexual encounters or romantic encounters. Like, they're fast. And so it's like a lot of blame is put on them. Like, oh, you can't put the blame on the dude. Like, she was throwing it at him. She's she hit puberty. Like, she's a horny. This is what happens with preteens and teenagers. Like they get horny and make stupid decisions, but their brains aren't developed. It doesn't mean that they're making smart decisions. It's up to the adults not to prey on them.
Yes.
But coming up in families, a lot of times it's not taught. My grandmother had her kids at 14, either 13 or 14, her first kid. Yeah, that was, but I'm just surprised if he's only
regular
30.
thing to so many people that they
Yeah, if he's only 30,
don't even look at it
that
as
was
sexual
kind of
abuse.
shamed around that time. Like way back in the day, like grandmama and them, especially like down south and stuff, it wasn't as shamed. But like he's only 30. That was a scandal back then for sure.
It's super common.
Yeah,
Which
prayers
sucks.
to you and your mental health and figuring all of that out. I don't know how I
I
would.
kind of want him to call back. I got so many questions.
I do too.
And I don't want to, because this is trauma for him.
Yeah,
And I don't want it to come across like I'm just, but it's like I have a lot of questions for him though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the relationship like with you and your mom? And, when did she tell you about the situation? And, it's just a lot of things that I would want to ask him. But either way, man, prayers to you, prayers to your mom. And hopefully y'all get some therapy and, can kind of, I don't know the relationship, but hopefully y'all have a very loving and very, trusting and protective relationship with each other. And yeah.
Also, another option, knock him out. You'll feel better.
possibly.
I would go another route, but Manolo, shoot that piece of shit.
Have y'all been watching Griselda?
I watched
just started the first episode.
Yeah, I saw the first episode.
I'm on like episode 3.
I don't know. I'm indecisive after the first episode.
After the first episode, I was calling her a dumb bitch.
Yeah, I'm
The whole
kind of
time.
indecisive.
It gets better.
It looks good though. Like the cinematography, like it's shot well. But I'm just I'm
gonna try.
Yeah, why they got Sofia Vergara? She's playing Griselda, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
she's doing an amazing job.
Have you ever seen
doing
a
great.
picture of Griselda Blanco?
Yes, that's also another reason.
Sofia
I was
Vergara
like,
looks way better.
Well, hold on now, because they were showing pictures of Griselda when she was young. When she was young, like the age that they're portraying. Well, not as young as she is now, but when she was young, and she was a little hot shit when she was young. When she was in
I
her
can show you
30s.
pictures of Sofia Vergara when she was younger too.
I know, but I mean, at that point, they made Sophia, obviously, no disrespect, they made her uglier. She doesn't look like herself
All right,
in the
so
show.
They did.
So let's stop right.
intentionally they talk.
They
about
gotta
it.
make the actress uglier. You should probably cast somebody else.
No, because she's
Didn't they
eating
like
up the role.
like fuck her whole nose up and everything too?
Yeah, they really. She has like some prosthetic makeup on.
Yeah.
But
There's a bunch of ugly women that audition for roles.
You
Every
say
day.
Griselda was good looking when she was young? No, she was not.
well, they might have put up a picture of somebody else. That's her right there. That's a good looking woman. What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, she's cute right there.
That
Is that
not a good
Griselda?
photo?
That's a good looking. You think
She's
that's
beautiful
an ugly
there.
woman?
This?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay, that's a bad photo, but she wasn't like she was. Everybody gets older.
Well, the point is they're making Sophia ugly as shit so she could play this role.
At the end of the day, I'm watching the show. I'm on episode 3, and by episode 3, I have forgotten that Sophia is Sophia, and I'm starting to look
Does
at
she-
Sophia as Griselda, and she's doing a very good job.
Does she get smarter?
Yes, I mean, obviously, she turns into Griselda Blanco, so yeah, she gets.
I
smarter.
know that. Just through the whole first episode, I was like,
Oh no,
I was born at the wrong time. I would have been a
mutt.
fucking king.
She was a
This
fucking
is-
idiot.
You became the goat, and he was doing this.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, but she gets smarter by episode 2, and definitely episode. It gets better for sure. But
I mean, what
Sophia's
people don't
doing a
understand
kick-ass
about
job.
the drug game is it's really just supply and demand. It's just that what you're supplying and what's in demand is illegal. But like, if you know how to meet a demand with the supply, like it's not hard to sell drugs.
Okay, but also like if you look at someone like the real Rick Ross, you know that's a extremely intelligent human. Like,
Yeah.
That guy, had he had the right opportunities, would have been a CEO. And I'm not saying that happens with everyone that sells drugs, but the kingpins and queenpin, like it's Griselda. She was the
one.
She was the one.
Yeah.
You can see the difference. Like she had to have been the most intelligent person to get that way.
But
It's not just knowing somebody that can get you good for a year.
It's not. Again, it's all circumstances, right? Because she's from Colombia, which we know the coca leaf. That's where it is. So she grew up around something that she looked at was like, oh yeah, that's just coca leaf. Like that ain't. Now, when if you happen to meet somebody that's in the US where they're saying, hey, people are cooking this and making a drug that is in very high demand right now. We need this. Then it's like, okay, I got people here. We'll start to do something. Then you start to learn how to manufacture and maneuver and ship things. But like being born somewhere where, let's say if you grew up in Queens and it's trees everywhere that all of a sudden in fucking Peru, they're fucking smoking this tree that's just like, this shit is everywhere in Queens. Like, what the fuck? You're going to find a way to connect with somebody over there, right? And be like, all right, how are we going to start funneling this shit to get it over there?
Okay, well, Ma, I think you're really downplaying.
I'm not downplaying it, but I'm saying a
dumb person
things like
can
this.
Get rich selling drugs. I 100% think a dumper.
Things like this, though.
Have this type of run, but you got to be different in the brain.
You have to be different.
You have to be a CEO, for real.
But again, that couldn't happen to somebody that
a million
was born,
girls in Colombia.
Right, but that couldn't happen to some. Look at the biggest drug kingpins of all time, right? Where are most of them from?
Where the drugs are.
From wherever the drug is fucking where it is. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that she's this fucking genius. It's like, wait, y'all paying what for this shit? Or we gonna find a way to get this shit over there. So it takes some hustle. It takes some fucking connecting and relationships. So that, to me, it's more about relationships than it is, yo, you're a genius.
No, but the genius comes in the relationship. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's not about the supply and demand. Like, that's obvious to a duck. I'm a woman in this game in Miami in the 80s where ain't no rules. And there's a bunch of not mob bosses, but a bunch of niggas that sell this drug that want me off this earth. And I gotta outsmart these niggas that's been doing this way longer than me. And I'm in here doing this shit by myself. That's where the genius comes in. Because yes, there's always how do I escape the cops? The cops are on my ass. How do I escape that? How do I escape the other drug dealers on my ass? How do I build new clientele when every sector is already locked up by a drug dealer? How do I create more revenue?
No,
that's genius shit.
The talent of Pablo Escobar was not that he was born in Colombia where the product was. That's like world leader shit. You're a diplomat. Like, you know how to not only deal with the government, the underworld, the cops, other drug dealers. Like, you are a legitimate businessman, probably better than a legal businessman when it comes to real. Like, that's a talent.
Not everybody can. I mean,
there's no fucking. If I'm in Queens and find out that everyone in Peru likes to smoke all the fucking trees in Cunningham Park, just because I'm there doesn't mean I'm gonna know. For like a year, I could probably bring those plants down to Peru, but my intelligence is gonna have to kick in to have a career. Well, yeah, I have to adjust. Things are going to change, especially with supply and demand. Laws change.
Well, in any type of business, you have to have some type of brain. Like, we know that goes without saying. I'm just saying, a lot of the times when you look at these kingpins and these queen pins, a lot of it is they just was in an environment, and then they was come from very humble beginnings, and they're like, listen, I got to find a way out of this shit. Develop the right relationships with people. Oh, this person's a truck driver. Cool. Let's get 2 of these truck drivers. Pay, because all the shit is they come from these countries that are very poor, and they just put people on their payroll, put cops on the payroll, put fucking elected officials on their payroll. Like, listen,
talent.
No, I mean,
it does.
It definitely takes a certain level of thinking, without a doubt. But I am going to check this out though, because I saw the first episode and I was like,
honestly, the only dumb kingpin that I can like really think of, and maybe it is white privilege. Sorry for my white guilt. Boston George.
Well, he was an idiot.
Blow is one of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
He was that was white privilege. Him becoming a kingpin, and I've watched his Vlad interviews, and like I know the real story against the movie. He was an idiot.
Why do you say he was an idiot?
He fell into all of that. He like legitimately just ran into the right person and became a kingpin.
That's how most of it happened.
No, but then why he got fucking arrested and fucked over so much is because he trusted everybody, because he wasn't smart. Like, he was a.
No, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say that he was looking at it like, listen, we could all. He was
dumb.
We could all get rich.
Dumb.
We could all make money. This shit can run smooth.
Which is dumb.
I think he was definitely luck, meet, and circumstance mixed with being charismatic.
Charismatic, yeah. He had that talent to be.
Well, that's why Griselda was who she was, because she realized that men are very weak. All she got to do is flirt, grab a nigga dick. He gonna think she all into her. She gonna take him in the hotel, blow his fucking head off, get the competition out the way. That's why they was calling her the Black Widow. She was fucking niggas and killing them. Like, oh, you think I'm in love with you? Oh, you think because I sucked your dick so good, you think I love you? Nigga, I'll shoot you in your fucking forehead right now.
I didn't know she used to be a
Here's the thing.
prostitute. I found
Boston
that out
George
from the
wouldn't
show.
have done that. Not suck dick. Shoot somebody. Like he
didn't want no
like
person.
I'll even I hate to say it from the humanity factor. Blowing someone's brains out at the drop of a dime is a talent you need to have.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Being
I call
ruthless
that, I don't know.
is a
I wouldn't call
talent.
that a talent.
Yes,
That's the
It
wrong
is.
word.
Yes, it is.
You need that level
That's
of
not a
detachment.
talent.
You
bro.
need that level of detachment.
That's not
Yes.
a talent.
That's not a
yes.
talent.
All I'm
No,
saying
it's
is it's not
pulling
a
the
talent.
trigger isn't, but being able to be like, okay, this is a threat. Eliminate the threat.
That's
Boom,
not a
gone.
talent. That's
That
not a
is.
talent.
You need to assess
That's not a-
what's
that's
best for your
not a
business.
talent.
I'm just saying we're using the wrong word. That is not
Yeah,
a
it's not a
talent.
talent.
No,
Say it's
not
talent.
not killing people isn't the talent. It's the ability to assess the situation
Yes.
and get people out of the way that may be harming your operation. It's not killing someone's not a talent. No, kill them. Get the fuck out of here. It's the ability to analyze this and look at it holistically and be like, oh, this person's either the mole or the fuck up or whatever the case may be.
And
get them out of the way.
smoke them. Yeah.
And have no remorse, because that's also the other skill of this. Is like, I can kill this person and get lunch with my family right after this.
That's not a talent.
That is a sick one,
Yo,
but it is a
It's
talent.
not a talent.
Okay.
It's not a talent.
And we're just going off the movie Blow. George was fucked over by the gay dude, Pablo's man, everybody he should have smoked, and his own wife, who was a piece of shit, also was trying to tell him, like, bro, everyone fucks you in the ass. This is why you suck at this job.
Yeah, she was a.
But she was right. Like, Diego fucks you in the ass. Everyone fucks you over because you are not built for this. He fell into that. I'm not saying he's a dumb human being, but for that gig, that was right. That was white privilege. Like, you really just got that job.
He didn't even recognize his own mom ain't fuck with him.
Like,
He's an idiot.
well, the mother from Blow is the worst mother of all time. But he could have avoided everything had he had what Julian is talking about. How you not smoking the gay dude? How are you not doing that?
Smoking on that. Sorry.
And his dumbass with his emotions
Believe it.
would not give up. What was the gay guy's name? Now,
Pee Wee Herman.
Huh?
yes, Pee Wee Herman. It was Pee Wee.
It was it Pee Wee?
Yeah, no, it really was Pee Wee Herman.
Oh man.
But yeah, he
His
did
name
not
was-
want to give up his California.
His name was
club.
Derek for real.
And he said it just like that when he got emotional in the fucking motel parking lot.
Yeah, because
Derek for real.
the dude
Yeah.
wanted him introduced
And
to the connect.
that's not intelligence. Griselda would have never done that shit.
No, she would have killed that dude. But then,
That's part of a talent.
but then that dude was he would have had crazy heat on him. That dude was he was a major figure too. You killed him, you would have had a lot of problems.
So, Ma, you said you haven't
Pablo was
watched the
trying to kill
episode yet?
Huh?
You haven't watched an episode yet?
First episode.
The first episode?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm only did one.
It gets way better. The first episode, I was literally tweeting because I do tweet watch threads, and I was like, okay, I'm watching Griselda. Does she get smarter? And then common sense kicked in. It was like, bitch, you calling her dumb, you're dumb. Obviously, she's Griselda. Obviously, she gets smarter. So yeah, second episode, third episode, way better. than the
My
first.
boy put me onto this YouTube series. Bless you, Julian. My boy put me onto this YouTube series called Evil Intentions. I don't know if you ever watched it.
Never heard of it.
It's about a lot of crimes here in New York City that happened, and it was never no real news on it.
I think I've seen the Avi thing. Yes, I've not watched this, but I know what you're talking about.
What is it about?
This is something that I think everybody should probably check out on YouTube. It's a lot of different cases, things that happened. Some shit here in New York that happened in my hood that I never even know happened. It's like, yo, I don't remember hearing about some of the things he was telling me was going on in New York City. I don't remember hearing about any of that shit on the news.
Yeah, they used to keep crime a secret.
Yeah. But this is something that I think everybody should check
Times have
out.
changed.
Like, wild shit.
Who's top 5 drug dealers before we get out of here?
Your faves?
Yeah,
Oh, my guy in Chicago was pretty good.
dead or alive. That was funny. And listen, I thought it was a good joke.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was good.
I liked it.
Well, Griselda would probably have to be number one.
Really?
Frank Lucas.
Escobar wouldn't be. Pablo wouldn't be number one.
But he was getting his work from Griselda.
But he still was like,
They work together.
yeah. I guess I have to finish the series.
But
I know more about
she was
Benny,
supplying
like one
West
A
Side,
and
and
1B.
Conway than I do
And the
about the
actual
real
Griselda?
Griselda.
Yeah, but
Like I know
she-
of her, but I don't know
La
much.
Madrina.
she was supplying him. So if she's supplying him, then she would have to be above Pablo, no? I just think that's how it goes. If I'm your supplier, I think I'm above you.
Okay.
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying.
Who had a longer run though? Did he have a longer run than her?
Pablo, yes.
Yes, he had a longer run than her.
Pablo is like he can't not be the GOAT.
What
Nah,
about
my-
Chapo?
I was gonna say, what about El Chapo?
Nah, my dude down in what's the dude from Miami? Willie Falcone. Gotta
Give me-
be number one.
Give me Willie's background.
Free Willie.
him and his brother, they had a cocaine cowboy in them. Willie Falcone and Sal. They was arrested for moving drugs. They had a speedboat. They went into like speedboat racing and all of that. The brother was locked up. He was locked up in LA, escaped from jail in California. Because back then it wasn't really computer systems and things like that. Everything was like papers and file paperwork and shit like that. So he was able to fucking fraud, get somebody else's paperwork or some shit like that. Got out of jail, flew back to Miami, and was on ESPN racing boats
I remember that shit.
when he was supposed to be in fucking jail in California. That nigga's a legend.
Yeah, no, that's actually
He
That's
should be
crazy.
studied. A nigga like that needs to be studied.
it's okay to kill communities if at least you do it that way.
That's you're supposed to be in jail and you're on ESPN racing speedboats?
Is that how he got caught?
That's
No, they
No,
didn't
no.
catch him. They didn't catch him.
They made more than $2 billion in cash by bringing at least 75 tons of coke. into
Willie
the US.
Falcone and Sal.
That was a good Netflix. I watched that.
Insane. That story is fucking insane.
I gotta check that out.
What's the name of this? There was a drug dealer that I think he was from New York that they to this day have not found him and was on like some kingpin shit. Type in drug dealer disappeared in North Carolina.
Actually, hold on, I take that back. I think Sal snitched, so I don't even want to say his name. Willie Falcone, though, he stood 10 toes.
Frank Matthews?
Frank Matthews. He may not be number one, but this would be like my personal favorite. This story is fucking crazy. He to this day, no one has found him.
He's
To
like-
this fucking day.
He's like Tupac.
He just
Mhm.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Like was the fucking GOAT in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And no one found. I can't think of another drug dealer. I mean, Chapo, he tunneled out. This is the only one I know of that he's still alive, just running around North Carolina. No one can find him.
Gangster.
That's fire. And people wouldn't recognize him if they saw him now anyway.
And he doesn't get the American Gangster movie because he was dead quiet, made $1 billion,
That's how you're
and
supposed to do
disappeared.
it. That's how you're supposed to do it.
That's a dream.
Also, like Hollywood really changed the perception of Frank Lucas.
Who?
I admittedly, like everyone else, watched American Gangster. I've heard the name before, but I didn't know.
Classic.
I was fucking 17. I saw his house in Teaneck. I did my research. Frank wasn't really that.
Ooh.
What if you just, well,
Well,
isn't the
maybe
whole
the
thing to
house
live
was-
modestly?
Yeah, maybe the house was that back in the day. Like, our
Yeah, I think that's what you
I'm talking about what like Hollywood. He had the mansion with his family and all that shit. It was like a 1-floor house in Teaneck, New Jersey.
so maybe that was one of his
I thought he
cribs.
was like going crazy.
Nah, but you can't. It's smart to live humble
Mhm.
if you're making that much money. You don't want to go.
Oh no, I agree. I'm talking about the movie in itself of him having the penthouse and all this other shit. I know the fur coat is a true statement that got him fucked up, but he was not living the way they made that movie look.
Well, they
He was
usually
super
exaggerate.
low.
I mean, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Wow,
There you
this
go.
guy, Rory, the guy that still disappeared,
Frank Matthews, yeah, this,
so they got him and he went out on bail for $325,000 bail. He had 6 counts of tax evasion, conspiracy to distribute heroin and coke, and was facing up to 50 years.
Yeah.
When he was out on bail, he took $20 million, fled the country with
Yep.
his girlfriend,
this guy's the
and left behind his common law wife with their 3 sons in Staten Island at their mansion in Staten Island, and then was never seen again.
son still lives in Staten Island.
Gangster.
Took his 20 million, was like deuces.
And this is why I know he didn't really abandon his kids. Because I could tell based off the Frank Matthews Jr. interviews that him and his pops are still in contact. Because his son said, "Nah, I've never heard from him."
Gangster.
Wiring the money.
No.
Yeah.
They
Nah.
talk, they talk that day.
Haven't heard from
Yeah,
Dad.
no idea. No, what y'all put in the press is what happened.
Yeah. Whatever y'all said happened.
His
that's what
son
happened.
is
Yeah. Just shut the fuck
He was
up.
only active for 8 years, but he operated in 21 states. And in 1 year, he made $10 million in
crazy.
I was looking
the 70s.
Crazy.
when I was watching Griselda. She had like some party where she was, and you guys will get to it, where she was, advertising her coke to the white people. And the party looked so wild. And I was watching how she was getting the coke to the United States. And I was just like, bro, the 80s looked like it was the best time in the world. You just bringing 15 bitches with just coke sewed up in their bras on a commercial fucking flight. Y'all having parties just in the middle of the fucking, just right there on the pier, just bitches naked, fucking coke everywhere, white people with tennis rackets, and life is just great. And I was born in 94.
9/11 fucked the game up. You can't
did.
get shit on an airplane.
That shit
fuck
is
the coke
ass. I feel like I missed the best times. Like I was born in the wrong era. I should have been 18 and 80. I'd have been going crazy. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have made it.
Damn,
That's
that
why
would've
I
been
like, kind of like respect. I know my mom had her habits, but I'm like, if I was you in the time you was alive,
Boy.
We also didn't have to
I
worry about
wouldn't be
the
here.
bullshit, like the product getting cut and stepped on and everything. Like it was more
Yo,
prevalent,
you
but it was
such a
clean.
fucking addict. Yo, you're-
Nah, but real shit.
Nah, but
You're
for
not,
real,
speaking,
Ma.
you're not speaking from like the kingpin side. He's speaking from like the buyer. Like, yo, nothing was
Stepped
stepped on. Like
What we're saying, like it's a
Facts.
better experience for
yo,
everyone
just tell the
involved.
truth. You stopped doing coke because you scared of fentanyl. Just say that.
Oh, it was a big part of it. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, Mac's death was a huge part of that decision.
See why you gotta see?
What?
is that
You gotta make it
considered
so-
stepped on?
Yeah. What?
What?
No, it has to. I'm sorry, it has to be a whole different.
Step in the name
No,
of love
it
and
no, it
step
needs
down.
a whole new
Anytime
phrase. Is
you
what I'm saying.
add something to the product.
I know.
yes,
I
you're
know
cutting
what
it.
stepped on means.
Yes.
I'm saying with fentanyl now, that needs
Yes.
its own
No, that's
Stop.
Yeah.
category.
Stop.
Like
it's the same shit. But it's crazy
That's
now. because-
stomped on.
Moonwalked on.
Yeah, moonwalk. It's crazy because
One-way ticket to heaven.
yeah. It's
It
crazy
did the
because
jerk over that.
a lot of these fiends now, they don't even want heroin if fentanyl's not in it.
Of
Yep.
course.
That's
It's the same thing.
fucking insane. Like,
Because
you want to die,
yeah.
or you want to get as close to death and be like, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah. You want to
it's-
see the light for sure.
It's crazy.
Heroin is fucking nuts.
Yo, $1 billion
Is it?
cash, non-tax,
Yeah.
or you get to live 2 weeks in heaven and 2 weeks in hell. And you come
Billion.
back.
Give me a billion.
How
That's
would I-
that's an easy ass question. Give me the billion.
Yeah, why would I want to do that?
Wait,
Wait, hold on. That's an interesting question. Say it one more
$1
time.
billion cash,
Yes.
non-tax,
Yep.
or you
tax
get to go to heaven for 2 weeks and see what heaven is, and go to hell for 2 weeks and see what hell is.
I don't care. I'll see you when I get there eventually.
Right.
Give me the Billy.
Bill.
I don't know.
Billy.
man. That's tough.
Also,
I think based off that experience, I could
don't
get to $1
believe in
billion
that shit.
based off of that.
Yeah.
I'm the only nigga that's seen heaven and hell and came back.
you know how many people claim that
Mad
shit?
people have
No.
claimed that.
I ain't talking about claiming it. I'm talking about I'm gonna sit here and give you niggas detailed
The
descriptions.
scientific.
Yeah.
The world
Yeah,
knows
like-
that I actually did this.
You're still not
What?
getting a Billy.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I could get to
Nah.
that Billy off of that experience. I feel like.
I
And
could- I
you
could
might
find-
get a couple mil. You ain't getting to no bill.
I could
think
find
so.
heaven in $1 billion. That's
Facts. A bitch named Heaven down the street.
right.
You bugging.
I don't know. Man.
2 weeks each.
Yes.
I don't want to spend
I get
2
to
weeks in
interview
hell.
everybody that's in heaven and everyone that's in hell.
You know.
I'm gonna make $7 billion
You think
the day I come
not
back.
making you sign an NDA when you go to heaven or hell, bro? You sound crazy.
signing an NDA. Who's gonna make you sign an NDA?
God, bro. And the devil, damn sure. You can't see what I can't let these niggas know what I got
You
going
thought
on
Epstein's
down
Island
here.
was bad.
They wouldn't sell they fucking soul to me no
Bro.
more.
You know heaven's fucking boring as shit too.
How do you
Imagine-
know that?
I don't
Because
think
you
that.
hate peace, weird.
No, it's not hate Pete. Look at the shit that's considered against the code of
So what? Just Christians? Like
yeah, like what?
Who the
Like
fuck you
in
talking about?
okay, well, this is the thing with this is why I have it. It just makes no fucking sense.
Heaven makes no sense.
Laws and things change all the time. So okay, at one point in the Bible and certain things, it's illegal to be gay and get married.
It's not illegal.
to be gay. You can't be gay. You're not going to heaven if you're gay.
Mhm.
That's the whole fucking slogan for how many fucking years.
That's how Christians interpreted
Yeah.
it, though. That's not exactly true.
and we know that that's not.
okay.
We
So-
know that gay people are.
So
fine.
based off of that, you know, heaven.
So
is,
why would
is-
heaven now be whack? Because
He mad heaven ain't got no gay people.
No,
That's
I'm
what
just
it sound
saying
like to
there's
me.
no I'm just saying because there's things that people have done in the past that would land them in hell. But now laws and things have changed and the common collective has changed that now those things aren't as bad as they once were. That's what I'm saying. I'm critiquing the system.
But Christians still believe that those
I know.
things
That's
are
why
bad.
our question
Just
to you was
because
like,
marriage is legal don't mean that Christians don't still think you're going to
how
hell
you're thinking
for
of heaven is based off something that we all don't agree with. So we're talking from heaven from our own perspective.
Then we're all going to hell anyway.
I'm not going to
But
hell.
now you see
nigga.
why. Now you see why going and experiencing it for yourself and being able to
Who
come
the
back.
fuck
would
is
be-
in heaven? Nobody.
All right, so you're answering my question. You get to go to heaven for 2 weeks. All of these questions you're asking me right now, you get all of the answers. You have it.
Premarital sex.
Okay, but first of all,
All of the questions you're asking me will be answered with 2 weeks in heaven. You will get all
I
of
don't
these
want
answers.
to. I'm good.
Okay, well,
Give me the $1 billion.
I believe that I'm truly going to heaven.
You will-
If there is a heaven, I believe that I'm going. So
$1 billion.
I'll get there when
you
I
will
get there.
own the world if you go to heaven for 2 weeks and hell 2 weeks and come back.
Okay, well, tell me
You're
how
the
you
leader
market
of the
it.
world
How?
now.
Tell me how you market
How?
it.
You go on Vlad and start talking about hell and shit?
Vlad, you see-
Going to Vlad first when you come back from heaven is crazy.
what?
No,
That's
tell
what
me
Julian
how
to
you
go.
market your
You probably
heaven
ask good
hell
questions.
trip.
You're gonna sit down with Gail? Like, how are you gonna market it? What's your rollout? Once you you
I
back.
experienced heaven
Cool.
for
Now
2
what?
weeks. I experienced hell for 2 weeks.
Cool.
Here's what it is. You thought that Breakfast Club trailer shook shit up. I'll shoot just that and put that on
I actually don't think it should.
I'll be like, yo,
But we're saying everyone knows that we actually did that.
yeah, it's a no
Like the
thing.
world knows that
You
we
took-
went to heaven
you
or
made
hell.
that
okay,
choice.
how do you market it? How are you marketing it to get to $1 billion?
You're gonna get a.
I don't know. After I have to
You're
talk to
gonna get a
Hitler
big-
first.
you're
Like,
gonna-
what are you talking? Like, I need to know.
Who the first?
I can't market it
No,
now.
no, that's-
When I talk to Jesus Christ for real,
Who's the first person?
No,
who's the first person you
Niggas
pull
ain't
up
say
on?
you
Great
can talk
question.
to
Who's the
Jesus.
That's a
first
great
person you
question.
pulling up on a hell. Why is it Hitler?
In hell?
Yeah, the first person
I don't know
pulling
if-
up on a hell.
edit.
Now just bleep it.
No.
We don't know. This
If
is
there
why
are any-
going, you get these questions answered.
Keep
We
it
don't
camera.
know.
You're like, yo, you'll never believe who's up there.
If there are any podcasts that
you
are
never guess who lives in the
hiring-
penthouse.
Yo, you'll never believe who I just kicked it within heaven. I thought that
I am
motherfucker was in
available.
hell.
This is what I'm saying.
It might make you feel better, but Kanye kept selling sneakers.
Yeah. Like, you get so many answers. You get so many fucking answers. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how y'all just saying this Billy without even thinking about it. Like,
Who would you pull up on?
That's an amazing fucking question. I'm like kind of thrown back by that question. To go to heaven or hell, who's the first person I'm pulling up on?
the first person I want to sit down and talk to if I go to heaven or hell, aside from obviously God and the devil, let's take them out of it.
Man, they're busy.
I would fuck Lucifer.
Yo, Rel's never said anything before. He said Tupac.
Going to Tupac first.
Yo, you're really from the Bay.
That's who you.
That's
get
some
answers
Bay
from?
shit to do.
That's our God.
Pac,
We love him too.
yo, interviewing Pac first is fucking crazy.
Nelson.
Pac definitely doesn't have the answers to some
Yo.
questions I need right now.
Who would I talk to first? Wow.
Yeah,
This might be the hardest question I think I've ever been asked. I don't know.
in the history of everyone.
It's fucking nuts.
I'm being Queen Elizabeth ass. I'm rocking her shit.
Are you-
Word-
Yeah, if we get 2 weeks,
She's probably in hell.
there's a bunch of people I would love to jump.
In heaven or hell?
I'm beating the shit out of Queen Elizabeth with Demaris.
I'm rocking her shit.
Shit, I don't know, man. First person? Damn. That's tough.
And I hate that. I don't want to make like the Hitler thing here, but that was
Damn.
such a fascinating time.
Conversation with him would be fucking
Man, he not
crazy.
talking to your
hold on,
Irish ass,
hold on,
bro. He
hold
don't
on.
talk
Are we
to you.
talking about like relatives aside?
Yeah, like famous people. Like,
Oh no.
Yeah,
Relatives
relatives aside.
included, to be quite honest. I love my grandparents. I miss them so much. If I have the ability to talk to everyone that's dead and I have 2 weeks, sorry, Nana.
You're not.
No.
Don't disrespect
I'm
your
running past my
ancestors like
grandmother.
that.
I have 2 weeks. I'm gonna get to her
Yeah,
eventually.
you're like, there's JFK's 10 doors down. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to talk to him.
I want to talk to the first witch in my family.
I had a great relationship with my grandparents. We had enough time. I want to talk to JFK.
Yeah.
I ain't
Give
gonna
me
lie.
10 minutes with Stalin.
Definitely top 3 first persons I would want to find and talk to. Steve Jobs might be one of my 3.
Oh, fact.
I want to know what
How
he
you
knows.
keep
Why?
selling these niggas the same
Bro, you
work
see the
after
shit-
death?
You see the shit they could that Hello Vision shit they about to put out?
I mean,
Next
these are
week?
these are beyond his.
Yeah.
This is all
He knows.
post
He
Steve
knows.
Jobs.
He died with some shit in his head. He knows what's coming.
He didn't even know how to code.
That's
Don't
what
do
I want
that.
to know. How you keep selling these niggas the same work over and over?
I don't have any
purchasing
Nah,
it.
Steve Jobs got to be a
no
top
questions for Steve.
Nah, you bugging. You bugging the fuck out. That's insane. This Apple Vision
I mean,
shit?
teach me how to yell at people to make shit that's in my head. Yeah, sure. He's probably a pretty good person to talk to.
You got to sit down with Steve. He knows something is coming.
Of course he does. No, Steve Jobs was a genius.
He knows something is coming. He knows. He knows what's coming. MLK?
Nah, I'm good.
I'll pull up on him, but I don't know how soon.
Whoa.
He ain't your first stop.
Yeah, he
Shit.
ain't not the first day.
Shit.
First day I
If
touched
you know what
down,
I'm saying?
like I'll throw him the dude, yo, ML, what up? Yo, I'm gonna holler at you. Like,
And like,
I'm over here. I gotta go over here real quick.
We're gonna chop it up, yeah.
pardon my white face though, like
Ghosting him is crazy.
MLK wouldn't have answers to things that I like.
You want to talk to JFK? You want to talk to JFK so
You
bad?
want to talk to Hitler.
for sure, and Hitler.
Kobe would be on my
MLK
list.
was like, what else could he tell me outside of what he already told us?
What is Kobe
Okay.
gonna tell you?
No, I just want to. If there's a hoop, I'm assuming there's a basketball hoop. I just shoot.
He
the
just
ball,
thinking-
just move.
Julian gonna go up there and be like, yo, so when the double team is coming, what I do?
But that's also like on the same. That's what I'm saying.
I want to shoot some
What is
hoops.
there? They can't tell you. It would be amazing to sit down and have a conversation with MLK. I just feel like any information he would have had, he would have said it because he's ill.
Mm.
JFK held a lot of shit down.
Mm.
I want to know the secrets. I don't think MLK kept secrets.
Nah,
I want to talk to the people that have secrets.
no,
I want
MLK
to talk to
kept
one of the
secret.
Rockefellers for sure.
Yeah, what? Where? All right, because you know the Rothschilds have a whole wing in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Or hell.
You put a
But-
lot of people in heaven right now.
Yeah.
I just don't get what's the criteria for heaven.
We don't know.
Because if it's, I'm
So I
saying,
keep trying to tell you, this
Well,
is why
I'm
you gotta
saying,
go.
if
So
it's-
then you be getting like, yo, what the fuck? You're here?
if it's by the Bible, none of us would be in heaven. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
so
but
I'm
heaven,
trying to-
that's what I'm saying.
obviously
Heaven
not
would
by
be
the
trash.
Bible.
It
But
would
this
be
is what
empty.
Julian, this is why the question is so crazy because you get all of your fucking answered. Your questions will be answered. People you thinking are in heaven might not be there.
and you also know every religion has
That's all
their
I'm
version
saying.
of heaven, Mecca, whatever it is. They all have a version of heaven. The Bible does not dictate heaven.
Yeah, Christianity.
But
won.
this is why I'm rolling with the.
It's the youngest religion.
This is why I'm
They're
rolling.
making it up as they go.
This is why I'm rolling with the billion because
It's like
think
they're
of your
still making it up.
mindset.
It's like an NFT.
They're still making it up.
It's the NFT of religions.
Think of your mindset if you go to both heaven and hell. You go to hell. Hell is the hell that you're going to is your hell. It ain't like you just gonna walk in hell, everybody else burning in flames, and they just separating for you, and you just go to whoever's little hellish little cell and just talk to them. No. You're in your own personal hell too. So whatever your hell is, you're in that bitch for 2 weeks.
Man,
you
I'll go
think
to
that
hell,
you can
come back.
No,
suffer
we're
through that?
saying it's a hangout. It's like a big room. You get to meet everybody.
If y'all was to ask me, yo, so what was hell like? I'm like, it's dark
And hot.
And hot.
and hot. That's all I'm gonna tell niggas. Like, yo, subscribe to my Patreon.
Or you go to
Yo, you know my Patreon numbers? Yo, y'all don't even, you talking about a Billy? That ain't nothing. My Patreon gonna ring off crazy. I'm gonna sit down like, I just
If you
spent
don't come back here and do the first episode behind a paywall for
2 weeks in
Behind a
heaven,
pa-
2 weeks in hell. Sign up to my Patreon right now. I'm dropping next week. I'll break Patreon with that shit. You kidding me?
If I go to heaven and hell, it's not going to be Patreon. I'm making my own Wi-Fi when I come back. That won't be behind any paywall.
you don't get smarter,
You don't know that.
Rory. Really?
Rory is such
You might have conversations
What
with
do
You
Right,
get
think
2
you're
weeks to
gonna come
talk to
back with?
everyone that's passed
What?
away.
2 weeks? Read their fucking books. Like just go back into the archives and
Yo,
shit.
What's wrong with you?
Get
bro?
knowledge.
No, when you're I'm talking about sitting down having conversations with a JFK. Fucking,
The fuck is he gonna teach you?
you don't know, Julian. He might be able to tell you all kinds of shit. This is why going and finding out is the fucking big deal.
Or you could have $1 billion and you could know that. I wouldn't want to go to heaven because I know if I go to heaven and I have to come back to this motherfucker, I'll probably shoot myself the next day. Like, I know that that's going to fuck with my mental. I know that going to hell is going to fuck with my mental. I'm not going to survive to be able to spend the $1 billion. So I'd rather take the Billy. Some shit ain't meant for me to know. If it was meant for me to know, I would discover it in my life. I wouldn't have to go there if it was meant for me to know. I'm good.
Nah,
Take
I
the
wanna
Billy.
See it. I want to see it.
I want to continue this conversation after taking a night to think about it.
Because
This is a beautiful conversation.
I could think about it for 2 years. I'm still going to take the $1 billion.
But like-
$10 million. I'm staying here. Give me the fucking money.
Oh no, I'm going heaven and hell. That's my answer. But the conversation we're having,
Yeah.
I want to think more about it.
Yeah.
The people I would talk
What
to,
if-
like, are you like,
What, Maul?
What if you take the billion and you don't know that with the billion comes you have to go to hell once you die? You don't even know that.
Well, y'all ain't put that stipulation
Not
on
in the
it.
fine
Like,
ink.
no,
I'm
that's
just
what
saying-
it
Just making shit up.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, what if?
like a Christian.
That's what I'm saying. I want to know. I want to know.
You're doing
What,
the Christian thing.
so you wouldn't want to go and just figure out what actually gets you into. First of all, finding out just what gets you into heaven or hell is worth the trip to me.
Fuck
Because
that
I might
out.
come
Like,
back and just
I
shoot
think
myself.
It's all belief.
I believe that I'm going to heaven. Like, I have no doubt about that.
I don't really believe in any of this shit, so I'll take the money.
You don't believe in heaven or hell?
No,
A lot of people
What-
don't.
it's a construct.
all right, okay, cool. But what do you believe in? Like, you just think we just exist?
Do you think
No,
that
I'm sure
you
there's
reincarnate?
I'm sure there's some spiritual.
He believes in riot.
do you believe in reincarnation?
Yeah, I believe in fucking women.
It keeps the population going.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't think it's. I think it's naive how definitively people speak about stuff we know absolutely nothing about.
So you don't
So
believe in
I don't
God.
doubt that reincarnation couldn't exist.
So you don't believe in God.
Not really. I believe
Okay,
in.
fuck- fucking
all right,
liar, bro.
Not the.
If a nigga shoot you in your ass when you walk outside the studio, the first nigga you gonna yell for is God.
No, I'd probably
Or
be
Ma.
like, "Where's my mom?"
Yeah.
Where's my mom?
I like to call my mom.
Mo.
I'd probably rather talk to her.
yo, getting shot in your ass and be like, where's my mom? What?
Flagrant. If you hear this, I am available.
fuck.
What the
They're gonna
fuck are
take
you
me.
talking about?
Can we take this out?
No, we're not
I
taking
am
it out.
available.
No
You got
fucking way.
Shot and you asked, where's my mom?
Well, because I'm saying I'd rather
Well,
talk to
less,
someone.
less has happened, and
I'd
he asked
rather-
for his mom.
I'd rather shut up, Rory. I'd rather talk to someone I know than close my eyes and talk to my fucking
Horrible.
self.
I have some
Can I give you a hug? I'm
stories.
sorry.
Yo.
No, it's fine. Leave it.
Yo.
Fuck all you. Clip it. Go ahead, Reddit. Have a
Take
field
me.
day.
Yo.
I'm saying I'd rather have a conversation with
You
someone.
brought up-
Now I fucking woke up.
Yeah.
Now we're having
Yeah,
a
no.
conversation.
Fuck up.
I'm here.
Fuck up,
I'm
Julian.
saying-
I'm gonna miss my Rock Nation meeting. I'm with it.
I'd rather call someone I know and love than close my fucking eyes and talk to nobody.
What?
Okay.
What are we talking about?
All right. Aside from the fun we just had, let's not say the word God, but you don't believe in a higher power. You
No, I
are
don't-
that arrogant to think that
I
we just
No.
exist for nothing.
No, I think the Earth, I think the Earth itself is very real and a living thing and a living being, and I think we all obviously contribute to that in some way. And when we die, we become a part of that thing. We feed back into the system that made us who we are now. Literally, we go into the ground and we become the next layer of fucking soil, and trees sprout and shit.
And I'm saying, I can agree with you that it could be religion is a construct, but to not think that there is not a creator
I don't think it's a white
is
guy with a beard.
insane to think.
I don't think it's a white guy with a beard.
No, I don't think that either.
Oh, that's Santa Claus.
Yeah, no one thinks that.
I used to think God was a woman, and then I realized that
Oh, here
periods,
you go with it. Yo, listen, we'll be
periods
back
would never
next
be
week
a
to talk
woman's idea.
more
A
about
woman
this
would
on
never put another
Patreon.
woman through that. So I know
Yeah,
God's
you guys don't support each other.
God was a woman.
I know-
Women are petty.
It's
They
more
did
of
that
an
to me.
entity. I just
Oh
hate.
yeah, for sure. I think more
I
of a
don't like
yeah.
this whole there's so much importance to the whitewashing of culture and religion and putting that superiority lens over everything. It's like everyone's white, that matters. It's such a fucking fuck you to everyone else. And then when slave masters would talk to their fucking sharecroppers and everyone in the field, they'd be like, "You're doing it for God." They would throw that in their face. So it actually does annoy me a lot when I see a lot of black families.
You're doing it for Jesus.
You're
It would
do-
be for Jesus, not for God.
But they're convincing you that you need to do that because they're saying what you're contributing to is bigger than you. You're doing this because you're contributing to something beyond you. No, they're saying that they're brainwashing you. They're painting this story to make you feel like what you're doing is serving a greater power. It's serving them. So it's like, yeah, you do this for me, master, and you'll get into heaven. It's like, no, bro, they're fucking manipulating you and they're treating you like dog shit to your fucking
those
face.
specific people, yes.
But that still happens, Maul. I know it's not slave labor now, but people are being beat over the head with religion to make them
Absolutely.
feel like they're contributing to something greater
People
than they are.
weaponize religion for sure.
I agree with every single word you
I think
said,
religion's-
but I also think
But we're
they
not talking
weaponize
about religion.
atheism. I can't even fucking say it.
Mhm.
That is weaponized as well too, to just convince people that there's nothing here. And
I
you're
don't
just
think
some
that there's
individual
nothing. I'm
ruins
not- I'm
what
not on the
this
nothing
really
cliff.
is. We are a community. Socialism.
Haha.
Call back.
Yeah.
For people to just think that we just exist, I also think is a manipulation the way religion is as well. We're not all individuals. We are all here together and we have to work this shit out together.
No, for
Like,
sure. Yes.
When people do that atheism shit, I'm like, how do y'all even, you think we just exist here? And we're all just one individual with our we're just worms going through this shit?
No,
No, we
I don't think it
are
needs to
part
be-
of this matter and this whole shit. Like we are one cell.
There's a middle ground.
All of us are the same cell.
Yes, there's a middle ground. I'm not saying I'm on the opposite end where it's the atheist where nothing matters and we can just go about our business and die. I'm not on that end either. But
Fuck
I
over
think it's
anyone.
really
Everything's gonna be fine.
I just think it's really harmful. And I mean, we see this in this country, but more so abroad. Like, look at what's currently happening in Gaza. All this shit is justified in the name of religion.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
But we're using it as a mask. Religion's
there.
always the mask to do
Nothing-
horrendous and
nobody's-
awful
Okay,
things
but-
to people.
but
But we're
religion
agreeing with
is
you
not
when
the
you just said
issue,
you
Julian.
just said that religion is weaponized.
We agree.
Yeah.
I agree with
I
you.
know,
The
but I'm saying
religion-
I,
the religion
my,
is
Raised
not the
Irish
problem.
Catholic.
The
I haven't
people are
even
the
baptized my
problem.
daughter. I don't believe in organized religion.
If you take religion out, the people who are evil will still be evil, and they'll find another means to weaponize other
yeah,
people's
but
emotions.
I guess with that, for me, it means I don't believe in the systems that religion has created. So I guess that for me would include a heaven and a hell. I don't think everything is so black and white. I think that's insane that we only look at these two pillars of these places that might exist.
But now do you understand why I asked the question I asked? Because then you get these answers.
I don't know what you asked.
And if,
But in order for
The
him to
original
believe,
question of would you go to heaven?
Oh,
but
no,
he would
$1
have
billion.
to believe
I
that it
see that.
exists.
Thank you.
That's the thing. You're saying, would you pick $1 billion or this just so he can get the answers? But even to believe you'll get those answers, he'd have to believe that that place even exists.
Yeah.
So he can't answer that question because it's like, no, I don't even believe that these places exist. So why would I say that I
Yeah.
would go there?
I take the $1 billion and call my mom.
If I get shot my ass, I'm calling Maul because I know Maul got something in that little bag he be carrying. So you about to come out and help me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it like Denzel didn't Equalize. I'm gonna put some honey on it.
Is that what people do to
You gonna put
gunshot
honey on my
wounds?
ass when I get
Yeah.
shot in my ass, not
Yeah,
just, you know.
cover the wound. You got to pour honey in it.
Is that a real
until
thing?
you get to the hospital. Well, honey is like it cleanses wounds and things like that, but it's also a healing, like it heals and things like that. I'm not saying if you got a fucking bullet in your arm to pour honey in it and just
back. Fuck the honey. Rory can put honey on my ass. Shoot back.
No, it is honey is an antibacterial and anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought I was just freestyling right
No, I just wanted to know why it would work.
He didn't believe you. That's why he looked it up. He don't look shit else up. He ain't believe
And
it.
I
I'm
know.
gonna hold myself back because you're gonna make me defend religion.
Look here, you still
Yo, no. Listen, whoa. Let's finish this.
And I'm not gonna do it.
Let's finish
I'm
this.
not gonna do it. I'm delirious right now. I've not slept in 2 days.
Let's
I've had a bad
finish
day.
this. Let's finish this on Patreon.
He's gonna make me defend religion.
Let's finish this on
say what you wanna
Patreon.
say.
Shut up. Shut up.
Swing on him.
Let's finish
If
this
you
on
bother
Patreon.
you to swing on him. I'm about to swing on Maul.
We
So
gonna
swing on him.
Why you gonna swing on me?
Wait, whoa.
The fuck did I do?
Oh.
Bro, can you put that?
Did I say what the fuck
can you
he
just
said?
put
Fuck
that
me
clock
for?
up so we can start it for Ice Spice?
I'm like, yo, what the fuck he say? Fuck me for?
Nelly fucked your first name, Mother Melissa.
One of my favorite videos in history.
I love that meme. I'm like, what the fuck he say? Fuck me for? We're gonna finish that on Patreon though, because I feel like Julian, he got some more shit he want to get off. You got some more shit you want to.
Rory
get off.
wants to. I don't got shit to say.
But listen, no, we gonna get it.
Y'all
We gonna get our shit off. We gonna get our shit off on Patreon. Everybody relax. Everybody chill. It's just for another time, another day. But on that note, thank you everybody for joining us on this audio expedition, this visual journey.
Hold
off the
on.
rails.
Wait. You moving too fast. How do y'all feel that the Nicki Bowl ain't happening?
Oh shit. I knew that nigga bowl wasn't that. But I told y'all, once I saw Lamar Jackson saying he hates competing against Patrick Mahomes, I was like, oh, they done. They cooked.
The Lions.
You can't say that before you go into one of the biggest game of your career. You can't say, I hate competing against the quarterback. You can't say that. Like, so when Lamar said that, as much as I love him, I knew they was going to lose that game.
The Lions blew it.
Was there a clip that he said him and Mahomes, it was like the GOATs going against each other or something?
Yeah.
He said that?
Mm-hmm.
So after I cleaned this whole studio up yesterday, I got back to my house and the first thing my mother said at the top of the steps was, this is why you should never say Patrick's name.
Ooh.
Well, you can't.
And I was like, wait, what are you talking about, Mom? I was like, said they were both the best.
Well, you can't call yourself a GOAT if you don't have a championship. Let's be very clear. Actually, multiple championships.
I don't think he said he was the GOAT. But my mom claims there's a clip where he was trying to say it was the two best going against each other.
Oh, no.
He's supposed to feel that way.
He's one of the best in the league right now, without a doubt.
But when
Actually, he might be the best.
But when you look at your 50-year-old diabetic mother that is having trouble even holding up, and the first thing she says instead of like, happy birthday to your daughter is that don't ever say Patrick Mahomes' name again.
Yeah. I mean, Listen, I saw when he said
I was like,
that.
Mom, what are you talking
She can defend her biracial king.
Word.
Yeah, when he said that in the press conference, though, I kind of felt like they was gonna lose that game. I didn't think, and I wanted them to go all the way. But
If y'all think Taylor Swift wasn't gonna be at that Super Bowl, y'all got Shonda Rhimes and the rest of the script writers fucked up.
First of all, Rock Nation wrote the
Oh,
whole
I'm
script.
sorry.
yeah, Jay-Z wrote that.
It's true.
That's what happened. This was all Rock
He
Nation.
wrote Still Dre and the NFL script.
Still Dre.
I'm just saying, just let y'all know what he wrote.
It was Dez was the one that set up the Ravens and the Chiefs.
Yeah, Dez.
If you ask Tory Lanez fans, yes, that's what happened.
while we're talking on it, this just popped up on my phone. The equivalent brand value of Taylor Swift has brought into the NFL and the Chiefs is an estimated $331.5 million.
Taylor Swift brought that to the NFL. How?
With just brand value in print, digital, radio, TV highlights, social media,
Commercials.
That doesn't shock me at all.
Y'all niggas
since
got
she
on,
first attended the game in September.
you niggas got on my timeline last week and told me that Taylor Swift was digitally sexually assaulted. You know how many times I drew dicks on somebody's poster in the subway before?
Fam, this shit's going to the Supreme Court, so you can say what you want. It's real.
It's real because they're fucking idiots in the world now. That's why.
There was a case where a little girl was getting bullied because somebody made AI porn images of her. Shit. I told you
You
that.
niggas put AI pictures out with Kanye would come on his face and nobody took that to the Supreme Court.
There was a case where a whole fan base for 7 years photoshopped a broomstick going into a certain individual's ass, and nobody cared.
Shut up. I'm about to do it to you.
You think I'm gonna care about Taylor fucking Swift?
This shit is stupid, man. This shit is stupid. It's dumb, but
okay,
whatever.
but it's like y'all just don't understand that this can happen to regular people. This can happen to
No,
kids,
I'm
and
regular.
y'all don't
Yeah, no, I know. It can
understand
happen to us.
that this could be serious, and that's what confuses me.
It's serious.
Still, no one will hear me out.
I don't give,
No one will hear me.
I don't give a fuck about fake pictures.
But none of us have gone through that.
fake.
So maybe it's because no one in this
If
room
it
has
happens to your
Yeah,
daughter,
maybe you guys just
if it
don't
happens to
understand.
your 13-year-old daughter, will you care? And she's in school getting bullied over it. Will you care?
Taylor
then?
Swift is 30 and
No.
a billion.
It's not
Okay,
her.
but it's not about Taylor Swift. It's about the fact that we're setting a precedent that this can now happen to other people.
It's
about
happened already. They
No,
just did
but
it to
sometimes,
Kanye
Maul,
last
like
year.
most
Nobody
things-
said nothing.
Like most things, sometimes it takes something to happen to
Someone that matters.
In short, someone that matters for people to make a change. This could be the case. Unfortunately, Rory wasn't important enough.
This is stupid. How about that? This is
Okay.
just dumb.
If somebody do this shit to your fucking 13-year-old daughter and she come home crying because boys is passing around AI nude pictures of her, you're not gonna think it's stupid and it's dumb.
You think I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm taking this to the Supreme Court and we're gonna get these things wiped off of the internet.
Oh, you want them to remain on the internet? You wouldn't try to get them off the
It's
internet?
not. It's fake. It's not her.
All right.
Now, if they
We agree
hack
to
my
disagree.
daughter's real phone and put out real pictures of her that are nude pictures, then I would be upset. We're talking about fake pictures?
Okay.
Why we ain't outraged about these niggas wearing fake jewelry?
I
I
hate
mean,
niggas that
if you
fake
think
jewelry.
about it, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
That AP ain't real. What is that?
PA.
That's not real cum on your daughter's face.
Yeah,
It's
like
the same thing.
the fuck is that?
Yeah.
The same shit.
Yeah, Maul.
That's the same
It's
thing.
not
It's the
real.
same thing.
It's not
The
real.
bezel looks fake.
It's
That
not
nut
real.
all over your daughter's face.
It's not real. So y'all can AI us with all
Hey,
these
that cum
moves
is
and shit.
moissanite, whatever the fake diamonds are
They
called.
fucking, they
What?
fucking gave us all of this fake AI.
I'm being
digitally-
sarcastic. I don't agree with him right now.
This AI digitally shit, this Planet Earth documentary on Netflix that I love. None of that shit is real. I just found that out.
Damn.
All that shit is AI shit.
What is Planet Earth?
It's not real.
His voice cracked.
Those
do
images
that.
are not, bro. You didn't know
Planet
that?
Earth is real.
The latest one, bro. They have
Maybe
a
the
whole
latest one.
Bro, they have a whole fucking a few episodes where none of those animals are real.
Don't die on that hill, Mo, because I tried.
What?
I've been saying this has been fake as fuck forever.
Yeah, Rory did say that.
No.
I get murdered
This
for
latest
it.
one. This latest
Every
one is-
last one of the shits they
Bro,
do is fake.
y'all don't remember when I asked y'all that one scene?
Cameras aren't that good.
with the polar bear on that one piece of ice in the middle of the fuck. I said, how the fuck did a camera get that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Chilling.
That right there. That's not. It's not real. That's not real, bro.
Go watch the deep sea version of Planet Earth. The episode where they go to where the Titanic is.
Well, they can't get down.
It's the great
Well, they tried.
they took. What's the greatest camera?
You know
Red.
what?
They take a red camera.
They take a red camera.
They're looking at fish in the face. I'm like, this is the fakest shit I've ever seen. And they have a cult following, because I've said this before, and their cult has killed me because I think it's the fakest thing on earth.
On the next Patreon, we uncover all of the fake AI images of the Planet Earth documentaries because I love those documentaries. I feel like I learned so much. A lot of that shit is fake. It's AI images now. We're going to uncover that. We're going to uncover Julian's calling his mom if he gets shot.
All right, we're going to bring it up again.
And we're going to talk about if heaven or hell, where would you go for $1 billion? Because you sound like
I want to have that
get
conversation.
over
Hell
your
yeah.
chest. But we're going to get out of here.
I love Ice Spice. I think she's great.
We love Nicki. Please, Barbs, please don't dox me. Please, 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 please.
They're just going to clip it.
Yeah, they clipped the bar part.
It's all good.
I don't love Nicki. I'll say that.
Don't be scared.
Dox him.
Peace.
We'll talk to y'all soon. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.
No worry, Mom.